equality and love for all.
Be better. Be better. Be better. Be better. Be better.
It's definitely time to be better about this. It's definitely time to be better about this.
Be better. 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 Be better.
I want to accept them with open fucking arms.
Be better.
Everybody's doing what they can to be better people.
Be better. 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 Be better.
It's definitely time to be better about this. It's definitely time to be better about this. All it is equality and love for everyone, homie. That's all it is. Equality and love for all. Everybody's doing what they can to be better people. And like I said, I'm gonna keep reiterating. If y'all see some foul shit, make sure to call it out. All it is equality and love for everyone, homie. That's all it is. Equality and love for all.
Be better. Be better. Be better. Be better. Be better.
It's definitely time to be better about this. It's definitely time to be better about this.
Be better. 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 Be better.
I want to accept them with open fucking arms.
Be better.
Everybody's doing what they can to be better people.
Be better. 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 Be better.
It's definitely time to be better about
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
definitely time to be
sir.
better about
Yeah, what up? What up?
You know, I had to
All it is equality and love for everyone, homie. That's
wait
all
on
it
this
is. Equality
shit
and love
to
for all.
go. You feel me?
I was watching that Jimmy John's commercial on all the channels that I was looking at.
Damn, dog. Let me.
Yep.
And like I said,
I'm mumbling because sometimes I got nothing.
I know you got. I'm gonna give TK like a good 5 minutes before we start. So I'm gonna blast this song while I go in the kitchen real fast, and then after I come
Shannon,
back,
which quarterback
if he ain't
has
in
more
here, we just
pressure
gonna
on
get
him
started.
this season?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Yes, sir. We're gonna blast this shit one more time. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can use the bathroom.
That's all it is. Equality and love for all.
Be better. Be better. Be better. Be better. Be better.
It's definitely time to be better about this. It's definitely time to be better about this.
Be better. 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 Be better.
I want to accept them with open fucking arms.
Be better.
Everybody's doing what they can to be better people.
Be
It's definitely time to be better about this. It's definitely time to be better about this.
Okay, that's your
All it
computer.
is
Okay,
equality
that
and
makes
love
sense.
for everyone, homie. That's all it is. Equality and love for all.
All right. I'm here. I'm guessing he gonna duck.
We'll see. I sent another message like, if you wake up, man, come on in.
Wait, I think he's. Nah, he ain't see it. Hey, look,
We'll see.
look.
I sent him a message just now though, because when you said, "Hey, I'm gonna give him 5 more minutes," I sent it to him. But we can move on with what we all want to hear about the old school stuff.
Oh boy, and you know, what I'm saying, getting the youngins in here. Oh man, dog, I need to fucking sleep.
Danny older than me in this stuff, man.
Oh wait, Danny's. Oh wait,
No, I'm talking about Elton Executioner, Danny.
he older than you?
No, he's in it longer than me, because like one of the few times I met Danny was at FYE back in Concord, because him and the Tekken boys used to go play up there and stuff. But
Oh shit.
like, it's just a lot of history, man. It's real crazy. There was a lot of stuff going on back then. So like, you feel free to shoot a question, and I'll answer the best I can, or I can riff. It's up to you.
Oh no, you good? Hold on, give me like, look, we gonna set this thing right. Give him a little more time, cause I'm gonna say he's ducking if he don't hop in here, and I know he's gonna be like, oh, that doesn't even sound like something I'll fucking do, yo. I wouldn't duck, but I don't know. It sounds like, you know what I'm saying, from the looks of it, he can't be like, oh man, yeah, he can't be like, oh, what, that doesn't even sound like me, bro. You look, I reminded you twice. I sent you a message an hour and a half beforehand.
And my old ass been up all morning with the kids, so I understand. It's
Look, that is
I know I'm annoying Jared, but I want to know I'm up.
that is a family mayhan. You feel me?
Shit. Well, like I said, there's so much history in the community, man, where I met other people back then that were family men, and that's the main thing, man. People don't understand shit. Like, when you're a family man, it changes a lot. Like, you drive everything. What up, Toga?
Oh, wait, I think Toga. I don't know if Toga realizes that he has himself muted. He
does. He is muted.
That is some.
There he is.
There you go. If it isn't Mr. I Hate Piccolo himself, what's happening, baby?
Not much.
You know what I'm saying? You still getting blended? Were you getting blended in your dreams? You feel me?
No, I was blocking.
Then your ass woke up and realized you wasn't.
Yep.
Yikes.
Sounds about right.
The best co-host out there.
How y'all doing?
Man, I'm feeling, man.
I don't know.
I was laughing at y'all's previous streams earlier last night. I was like, damn, Toga just be hating, man. Goddamn.
No.
Toga is the number one hater. He's officially the number one hater.
Why am I the number one hater?
You're actually FGC Uncle Ruckus.
What?
Have you heard how you talk about characters? You're definitely FGC Uncle Ruckus.
No, I am not.
You said what?
He said he ain't. He just loves his Sakura. That's it. That's the only apple.
Uncle Ruckus love white women like how he likes Sakura. You feel me?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
And you hate every other character is brain dead unless it's Sakura.
That's actually
Toga,
bad.
when I met Toga knew about me. Just Captain America all day. Like, white man, you know he white though, right? Yeah, but Captain America, bro, charges stars every day.
Bro, don't lie to these people. I ain't say all that.
Nah, Toga, you're that.
No, I said I used to talk to you about like Marvel all the time. That's what I meant.
Toga ain't played Marvel a single time in his fucking life.
No, but he used to watch us play.
Oh, okay, spectator sport. I feel you.
Yeah. Like I said, Toga was the real one back there because he was always around. Like he'll play Street Fighter 4 though. That much I do remember.
Putting Toga and Real One in the same sentence doesn't sound right.
You know me,
I need you
man.
to fix
Silver
that.
lining kind of guy, bro.
And the entrance song that everybody heard was by the council. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the memes.
We need them.
I'm pretty sure they sent that to Dwight and was just like, here goes this. We got your boy. They got me. They got me pretty good. They didn't have to do me like that though. That's wild.
Yeah, it's fire, man.
Yeah,
It's insert this fire right quick. I was like, I got you.
No, it's some fire. It's some fire. Like I can't hate. It is definitely some fire. That shit was funny as fuck when I listened to it when I first woke up this morning. I was like, oh my god. But I was like, hey, so I had to start blasting that at the beginning. But I already know Marquise is still snoring. I could probably hear him in the call.
Wow, that's pretty toxic.
It's whatever. I'm out here telling the truth. All right, I done gave this man long enough. He's officially ducked, and I'm gonna send him that message too. Be like, bro, you are definitely hoeing. All right, bruh.
Part two.
All right, bruh, you ducked. That's crazy.
Wow, that's pretty toxic.
Yeah, okay. I don't give a fuck. Listen, like,
Wait now.
Listen. When I say something, he says he's a good judgment of character and all this. I called him doing this. I said it. I was like, he's not gonna do it. I said he's gonna wake up and he's gonna hit me with an option select, like, oh yeah, I was extra drunk and I was asleep, and I'm gonna fucking post that shit when he send it to me too. I'm like, if he says if I call exactly what he says, I am most definitely posting that shit. I'm like, bruh, how did I know? How could I catch you?
You're gonna get an IOU show.
Bruh, an IOU, exactly. Like he gonna be like, let me get on there and let me explain myself for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got a couple of lies to tell. Nah, hey, look, man. But all right, Dwight. So you've been doing this thing for like a hot minute, apparently. Before there was set play, before there was new challengers, which is what all the younger whippersnappers know about. There was what, SRK?
Man,
is that what you said?
I know. Generation was when but SRK wasn't a tournament. I'm talking about like the website. SRK was a big thing back when I was playing, like, from high school even, man. So like back then you had people that just cared about the game, and as we talked about before, the small fraction of people that are just fucking my kid's upstairs, we're good. The small fraction of people that are fucking jackasses that always will talk shit. And you know, I'm a Mr. Rogers kind of motherfucker, man. So I'm always trying to be nice, try to be,
say it correctly. You cooning.
Yeah.
Cooning and buffooning.
That too. But
yes,
like, I only coon when I'm like, this person might get their ass whooped in the future, so let me try to explain to them how fucking stupid they are, and then tell my people, hey, bro, let's try to get this dude a chance before y'all jump on him, man, because like, you know how I feel about that. So it's just like, it is what it is.
Yeah, you are the peacekeeper. You definitely are the peacekeeper.
I try to be, man. I had some shitty things I've done my damn self, but you know, it is what it is. But the main thing was like, I didn't know about like fighting game tournaments until I got into college, and I ran a few tournaments myself at my school. I met Tactics right when Marvel 3 was announced and coming out, but I met him a little bit before that at a Street Fighter 4 GameStop thing, man. And you know, he's always been mad cool. Now, there's things I heard about him back then, but it's none of those things that you can't go get the other half of the story from the person themselves. Yeah. And like you and a few other people in the community, people like us get like really shitted on for being like, all right, man, like, I don't believe your side of the story. Let me go see what this other person. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. I was like, nah, bro. I need to know, because like the biggest thing that people said about Tactics back then was, and he was rigging the brackets and stuff, man, so he could. I'm like, bro, if you're the TO, you can do what the fuck you want, bro. Sorry. Yeah, but then when I asked him about it, he's like, nah. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, continue.
I was like, so people used to like, you know, accuse him of rigging brackets and shit. I'm like, but if he's the TO, he can do what he wants. If you have a problem, then, you know, either get better or do your own tournament. And when I found out what Tactics was actually doing, which was, certain tournaments, I only put certain people against themselves so they can get better for like North Carolina. And then other times he would purposely put North Carolina people against out-of-towners So this is before, you know, those whole like collusion brackets and stuff, or this is at the time of like collusion brackets and shit.
Oh, so I'm guessing he rigged the bracket so Toga could win a couple of Reese's then. So that's what is that what happened? Is that what happened?
What I'm saying is Toga got hella good, and Tactics didn't rig it like that. It was always a setup of rivalries and stuff. So like when I was playing Marvel, Tactics knew there was one person in particular I wanted to beat. He always put me against that nigga the first round. And when I was a hard-headed little nigga, not trying to do optimal shit, not trying to go in for the kill, playing with my goddamn food, you know, he pulled me aside a couple times like, hey, man, if you really ain't going to play the game good, man, you can take my tag off of your name. And shit, that's all I needed to hear. And I was like, all right, cool, well, I'm going to start dirt napping niggas like Schizo was telling me back then. And Toga, you remember Schizo, right? He used to play Chun-Li.
Yep.
That motherfucker.
You talking about James Franco? James Franco?
No, not Franco. Brian, Schizophrenic. Like,
I thought James Franco, not James Franco. What's his name? James something was.
No,
Max.
James is Raleigh. James is the Raleigh crew.
Yeah, but does he go by Schizophrenic or?
I think they both did actually. That is kind of confusing. But I'm talking about our Schizophrenic down here. He used to play Chun-Li, and that dude was the biggest cheerleader. Like, no offense to him. Like, there was a couple times at the Rambats even. He's like, Dwight, just fucking do. Like, it got to, like I said, I was so hard headed that people would actually start to cuss me out for not doing shit. He's like, bro, just do fucking dirt nap. But before it'd be like, Dwight, just do dirt nap, please. If you just want that W, it's an easy W, take it. But when I met Tactics at the first tournament he did, he had Street Fighter 4, Tekken, Marvel 3, and Marvel 2. And then I gravitated towards him so hard, like, hey, bro, if you need any help, man, this is the type of community I wanted to be in. Like, people playing, people chilling. I met Danny there. He rolling death cradled me with King because I thought I was hot shit in all the games. And he's like, nah, bro.
That sounds like some Danny shit. Danny shit.
And I met, what's his name? Damn. Javon Smith. I met him back then. That's when he was playing Street Fighter 4 back then. This is before his, Small Lives Matter shirt era and all that. And, I didn't know all the shit he was going through back then. But, dude back then, he was pretty cool people too. Like, there's just a lot of good people I met back then. And then, like I said, I met Shiki back then as well. And he wasn't on that dumb shit in person.
So wait, hold up. So this timeline, we will learn about, we're going to learn about young Shin Dilbert III. Shiki Dan?
Yeah, we got to, because like I didn't know, like, this is one of the things about me. Like, I'm not a big social media person. I'm literally a fucking caveman, dude. Like, unless you message me or I message you, I don't know all this extra shit. Like, you had to tell me, hey man, log into general chat, hit the button, I'll send you an invite. I don't be paying attention to that shit. But when I met Shiki back then, he was a quiet dude, chilling. He had his one homeboy, Brett. RIP for that dude, man, because he was like always playing Tetris at every event with that dude, man. And in that timeline, yeah, Shiki wasn't an open jackass in person. Like, he was a jackass online, and I found that out later. And it's just like, there's just so many damn people that, like, there's a few times where I'm shedding tears about it, like, damn, man, those are good fucking times. But Tactics is always on his grown man shit. He was already becoming a father right when he started doing a lot of the big tournaments. And a lot of people don't understand, like, there used to be a time when Reese had, like, 200 entrants and stuff. People coming from, like, all over North Carolina, some from Atlanta. And he tried to invite a lot of out-of-town players. And, like, the main thing I appreciate for all y'all last time y'all talked about him was y'all put respect on his name. Like, a lot of people in North Carolina don't want to admit that they owe him a great deal of respect for what he did. Like, everybody has their sins. You can't be throwing stones at motherfuckers when they're just doing shit. But there's a few times where Tactics would do tournaments that would not, yield any profit, but will still come back the next fucking month and do it. So
yeah, I heard. I mean, look. And what's up, Zach? What's up, some Optimus, baby? And you see, like, I don't know Tactics like that. I've only talked to Tactics like twice. He may have came in, like, I think Toga, one time you came over and Tactics was in my crib. We were running Street Fighter 5 sets back in our dojo,
Yeah.
The dojo.
Yeah, back in the dojo. Hey, yo, what's happening? Oh, what happened in other Zach? Awesome pasta, baby. Yes, sir. Yeah, back in the dojo, you know, that's the only time I met Tactics. Besides, like, I think Downright Fierce was the first time I met him. But I think when I met Tactics, like, outside of Downright Fierce, it was him and Chris Reyes. And that was like, but
Chris is that dude, man.
Yes, sir.
Dude, bro.
Sumi, what's happening? Oh, is that? Oh, Asante, shut up. I don't even. Fuck Asante. JoJo was good, baby.
What up? I see y'all popping in.
Yes, sir. This man JoJo came in here with a fong emoji. Ew. Ew.
That's wild.
You actually show up in public with that? Are you sure you want that? I guess. I mean, Toga stands Sakura, so I guess.
Whoa, no Sakura slander.
Wait, aren't you also a Jita main, a great value Sakura?
You know.
Well, you know what?
What we're not about to do is slander the characters that I enjoy in my life.
Oh, that's crazy because I swear you do that to everybody else. I swear you also called Tactics a brain dead Gal player too when we were sessioning. So that's
we're really lying on here, huh?
We're lying on.
We're really lying on here, huh?
Yes, sir. Kung Fu Hustle Gang stat.
Only boom. Only boom.
So what happens first? So a lot of times, you know, when y'all are telling me stories about the old days of the FGC, you usually hear two things come up. It's Dwight's house or Dwight's apartment, whichever one, and like, and then how fire Reese and like what Reese was, and now, so which one came first before we like continue on with this?
All.
Oh, you're like,
so
you said what?
You hear me?
Yeah, it started lagging out.
Yeah, Reese came first, and the main thing was when I met Tactics, I met what I told you, man. I gravitated towards that dude like a little fucking kid. Like, hey, bro, let me help you with your stuff if you need graphic. And this is when I was like fresh out of college with the graphic design thing. Had my first high paying job, was just chilling. So I had nothing but free time, man. I had a lot of fucking free time. So I was like, Tactics, if you need me on the weekends, I got you. The only thing I didn't do for him was run brackets. Because I was like, bro, I got ADD bad. I'm not trying to pay attention to that shit and fuck up something. But I will hook up all his setups. I'd be there an hour before the event to help him out on some shit. And, you know, and when he used to do his sessions at his house before Big Al's is what really started the whole, like, I need to do this shit at my house too. Because Tactics used to do all his shit from his house. So he had the Greensboro players come down, some Raleigh players. And, you know, like Tactics was literally the Godfather. Like, he really was. Like, you know, people, such and such happened, blah, blah, blah. Tactics would actually pull people aside and talk to them about, like, hey, bro, like, how you said, we can't be just letting all these dumbasses fuck up our event. So Tactics used to pull people aside, but hey, bro, like, you gotta calm the fuck down, or just take, like, Tactics used to fire niggas, bro. He like, hey, man, just take it 2 weeks.
God dang.
Like,
oh, so we can just do that? I could just get fired?
Not even like from the game. Like, just don't come to my shit for a couple of weeks. I don't want to see you. Tactics used to be when I met him.
That's what used to be. Okay, so set the scene for us. So Reese, how was, like, you said 200 people, but what was the size of like Reese back then? Like how big? Because what Devon and everybody else would explain to me about Reese, like, and what other people explain to me about Reese, it's different. Cause
yeah, when he had the funding, listen, I'll just put out this: the first couple of Reese during the Street Fighter 4 and Marvel 3 era, like, he had small tournaments, but I'm gonna say this again. So imagine Kyobi with double the amount of people. So his first Reese that I met him at, that was a small one because he was just starting. But after that, he Tactics put his fucking feet to the ground, got a lot of sponsors, did a lot of stuff that he needed to do, and was inviting people, putting pot bonuses in and all that.
Yeah.
And like Devon and them were telling you, it was a different environment. Like, he would get the hotel rooms. So it was basically like having a quarter of the final round numbers every month at your local.
Oh
And
god
I'm like,
damn.
I'm not like trying to like overhype it, but it was like that. It was like, yo, you can literally come out that month, see some people you saw from Atlanta like the last month. A few people will come from Virginia, New York, and all that. And
Wait,
I don't remember the Raleigh.
wait, hold up. People used to actually come from New York to play here, like,
Yep.
I thought.
Especially
See,
when
so
the top
I'm
bonus is there.
I'm being so real. I thought people were lying when they were like, "Oh, people still travel from New York and stuff."
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
Noel Brown came down here.
Dominion came down one time for cross.
Noel came down. Flash Metroid came down. Dominion, and Dominion was the downward spiral part of it, and like I'll get to that part of the story
later.
With my involvement in that. 'Cause that shit, like, it still hurts me to this day, but it was just one of them situations where you shouldn't vouch for certain people, and that was a great lesson I learned then. But like I said, back then, tactics, as much as some people would say, oh, he didn't respect every game. No, he respected the game that had the highest numbers, but he still let everybody do their side turn, do their bullshit. Like, motherfucker, we had people playing punters all the goddamn time. They just came to the event, hooked up their little computer, fucking play puzzle fighters. And then, like, I didn't meet Toga and them until they started coming to the Rambats and stuff. Like, the UNCC boys came in, like, 3 years into me playing Marvel, like, just playing it. So that's when I met y'all, and I met y'all at the Rambats. And I think I met Toga. Jarrett converted to Marvel that same day. And there was a bunch of Mortal Kombat players y'all used to have too, Toga. I don't remember who they were, but I remember Jordan Young used to play Kun Lao, though.
Mm-hmm.
And then I met Wes. And when I say Wes back then was still a beast, dude's probably still a beast now. He just
is the Wes you're talking about? Is it Wes Sumler? Which that's like the only Wes I know.
No, we're talking about Westo, and like, he used to play Gen, and as Antar said, he played Dan as well. But Wes was like the most chill dude, man. Like, it takes a lot to annoy him, but he that's what play you the first to 10. You don't have to pay play type shit. Other people back then, man, like, and like I said, this is no dig at Raleigh, but the best thing that happened in Raleigh back then was James becoming their TO, because the rest of them, they weren't trying to be. We're trying, because, you know, back when you're younger like that, it's like, I'm good at this game, I'm better than you, I'm superior. But Raleigh was kind of asshole-ish at times, and Greensboro would come down a lot back then.
Yeah, I was trying to figure.
You as an example, like, oh, sorry, my bad.
Oh wait, no, I'm trying to tell you, like, you're lagging a little bit, my guy. So like, we got the main part of it, if I'm not mistaken, because I saw people in the chat commenting what you're saying. Yeah, Wes is cool as fuck. Yes, sir. I've never met him before, but I've heard a lot of good things about him. But yeah, you were lagging a little bit. You're cutting out, so I was trying to get you to stop so you can, like, reiterate.
Oh, my bad. So what I was saying is, like, back then Raleigh was on that elitist shit, but the best thing that has ever happened for Raleigh was them getting James. This is an amazing TO. You know, he's a good person. He was ahead of the curve on a lot of bans and stuff for the new generation of tournaments. And then Greensboro always came down to our Rambats, and then we try to do Rambats up there with them, and then that failed like 2 years into it. But, like, I used to drive to Greensboro every Thursday with tactics equipment set up stuff at the Lucky's card game shop, and, like, I can run a small bracket, man. So I can run like a round robin shit or 8-man bracket, but those Rambats were like the best things ever, like at Big Al's and stuff, man. Like, there was just times where, like, my wife, when she was my girlfriend, was like, man, you just really just have to leave. I'm like, yeah, it's one out. Fuck that. I don't need no kids, I don't need no family, I don't need no job. I just need to go play some games. So there's that shit. So
you was on your nerd shit.
Nigga, all day. All day.
I feel you.
So like I said, dude was the godfather of this shit, man, for North Carolina at the time. Because before him, all I knew was Elite Zone, Mind Boggle, and Fayetteville. And I met Tom Chadwick before I met Tactics. So Tom used to come out to the Reese Rambats as well. He still wanted to play Third Strike. You know, that's his game. But he did play Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And I remember him and Toga used to, like, play a lot. Like, Toga, you're the only person here, so I can use you. I can only use Danny for, like, Tekken shit. And then Josh Taylor was too. And Josh Taylor was also a Mr. Rogers like me. So just nice to people. We wanted people to keep coming.
So you're gonna have to probably go back in like a time traveler thing for a hot minute, because like you're gonna be saying names, and I don't know half of them. Like I've heard them before. I've heard them before, but I have no idea who they are. Like Thomas Chadwick, like I've heard him before, and I think I've seen him before, but I've only heard of him from Toga. So like if anybody in chat knows who Thomas Chadwick is, if anybody can put into words what who these people are. That is, you said quit capping. I don't know Tom.
I can actually. I have a little story with Tom.
Okay.
Funny enough.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it was around when I was playing Cross Tekken.
Hey.
Right, I was playing Cross Tekken.
Oh, you sucked at that game, by the way. You were trash at that game.
Wow. Okay.
All right, I just want to say that.
Shit.
And like,
I'll cap on that one.
And I think someone, I forgot what started it. I think Tom made a post about something and about Cross Tekken, and then Josh Taylor, he tagged me saying like, "Yo, I think Toga's Hachi's better," or whatever the case was, because we both played Hachi. He played Hachi Able.
Wait, did you not play Asuka? Did you not play Diet Sakura?
I did. I played Asuka Hachi.
He tried it for a minute.
Oh.
And then they were like, hey, do a money match with Tom. I was like, nah, I'm just trying to play. I wasn't trying to do a money match at all. And I just basically got pressured into it. And then that's how it started.
Oh, so wait, you lost your ducats to Tom?
I was able to, my laptop broke like a week or so before the money match, so I had to go buy a new laptop.
Oh, so you hit him with the option select.
That was a legitimate thing, though. That was a legit thing. Right? So I did say I would play in bracket, though, right? So the week or like the day of the whole thing, I went to the tournament, and it was my first tournament going there, right? Oh yeah, I remember Halloween. Gate was
so we got some story. Okay, so finish this one.
A lot of stories, bro.
We talk about Halloween Gate, because I think I remember that. That was the one he got on someone who didn't like trick or treating, right?
Yeah, Josh doesn't celebrate Halloween. For his reasons, he doesn't celebrate Halloween, and then like Tom got like super angry about it. Like,
he really did,
not celebrate Halloween. Like, you just go out and drink. I'm like, who cares? Like, adults really don't celebrate Halloween like that anyway. You don't see no 40-year-olds going out in a big outfit and like getting candy for people. You just buy your own candy.
Nah, look, I've seen some bronies walk down the street. like real talk. I've seen some bronies, like some 40-year-old bronies with gray hair and everything, walking around in full-blown pony suits, getting them some candy on Halloween.
Just go buy some candy at Walmart.
While we can get free candy, Toga, you're missing the hustle.
Look how dumb you look wearing this whole outfit to get candy.
Oh, that's crazy.
You're getting roasted. You're getting roasted if you come to my house. You don't get your boomer ass out of here wearing that. Go buy your own candy.
Oh my god!
Come on, bro.
All right.
But after so when I got to Reese, I was like hella nervous. I knew Matt Harold and a couple other people.
I remember Matt.
So I played Tom in tournament, and he beats me like 2-0. Like he bodies me, right?
Sounds about right.
After that, I go through the tournament.
What?
You're roboting, Toga. Give it a sec. You roboting, baby. You hit me with it.
My whole introduction into the ring. That was my introduction into the scene.
Well, you have to restate your introduction because you roboted through most of it. You feel me?
Oh, I did?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, me losing to Tom in Cross Tekken and getting washed in 4 and all that. That was my introduction into this.
Okay. Did you like money match him though during that time, or did you option select him still and we're just like, oh, we didn't money match this time, so I'm never playing you in a money match?
Wow. You're really just gonna put me out like that? That's
crazy. So I'm right, and you option selected that man.
I didn't. That was one time.
You option selected him to keep your ducats? That's crazy.
Get my money, bro.
I can't believe you.
I didn't option select.
Did you play him? Did you play him for money? Did you put your Fetty on the line?
No, I didn't put my Fetty on the line.
Then you option selected that man out of his money.
Maybe not. Because of how you look at it.
Oh my god! My man ran off with his whole.
I did not want to do the money match to begin with.
Nah, you a coward.
No, because at the time, right? Josh was like all on Tom at the time. Anything Tom did, Josh was hyping him up, and it was pretty bad.
Okay.
So at that time, like I didn't know what to do because like I never was like called out like that. Like, hey, you told me money match this guy.
So Thomas Chadwick had a league of infinite dick riders like TK did.
Oh, I was one of them. So I ain't
Oh my god! No, don't admit that.
But I known Tom since 2009. Like he was introduced to me by my friend David, and I met Tom. I thought I was hot shit at Third Strike. My nigga, I was like, man, I can do the parries, I can do all that, and I was the biggest fish in the pond in my fucking neighborhood. My homeboy David, when I was I went down to Fayetteville to visit just briefly for my boy's birthday. And he was like, hey, man, play my boy Tom right quick. And I'm sitting there just fucking sniffing my own goddamn farts, thinking I'm the shit. I was like, man, I'm going to beat this nigga. He ain't going to beat me. That motherfucker perfected me with Makoto, like double P. Then I go back to Charlotte. This same motherfucker, he could have did what they used to do on SRK, which was when you got washed like that, they'll post the video and they'll post it on YouTube. And then just be like, demolishing you like fucking John Madden. This is what this nigga thought he can do a down fierce. And I parried that shit and I beat his ass. No, he was like, hey man, next time you come down, and this is why he was still in favor. He's like, next time you come down, man, let's do like a 1st to 10, man. Like, I'll teach you how to, do better shit. He's like, you got the confirms, you just couldn't hit me.
Oh, so he tried to actually help you get better.
Yeah, but that's the thing with Tom. I'm gonna say this: this dude is really aggy on a lot of shit. Like he's calmed down in the years, but back then, if it was about the game and you thought you was hot shit, Tom will call you out. And back then, before we found out all about this homophobia and all this whack shit, back then, if you avoided a money match or you avoided the motherfucker in the bracket, you was shunned just about. Because Toga, you remember the one cross teching at the VIP thing that Tactics had to do because UNCC stiffed them. Tom and this dude named Russ Constantine were always arguing on fucking Facebook because Russ is all about that damn Tekken is a superior limb-based combat game. Like it was an old joke about Tekken and Street Fighter. So he tried to duck Tom, and like I said back then, I was Mr. Mobucks. I handed that nigga $60, made him sit down and do a 1st to 10 with Tom and cross Tekken. Tom beat him, handed me my money back, and I was like, good. But Tom, after he beat that dude, same situation. He's like, hey, man, if you ever want to play, just let me know and I'll play. And then him and Russ became friends. It was like, Tom will come at you like an asshole back then. But if you get through that, it's like, oh, like, dude is very loyal, like, watches out for you, like, helped me out a couple goddamn times. So, like I said, people that are assholes, it's like, try to get to know them or see what angle they're coming from. And once you realize their angle, you can either be cool with them or you just work with them. But other people, it's like, nah, fuck them. Like, let them go. Let them die. I don't give a fuck if you drown, and I'm not going to throw you the boot. Yeah. Titanic now on freeze. But Tom, like I said, Tom was good to me. And, like, I was one of those dick riders that would defend him on a lot of shit. But there was other shit I didn't defend him on, but you hit up people in PMs about that shit. You be like, hey, bro, you still might need to do a public apology. Or you might have to do something. You might have to do a Tiger Woods apology. Like, oh, I did cheat, but, my bad. Like, just do something. Like, take accountability for whatever the fuck you did that was dead wrong. But other shit is, it's forgivable. But that was the funniest fucking 10-0 I ever seen, though. Because, like, I was like, oh, I know my money coming back. Fuck it.
What's happening, Diego, baby? What's good?
Get this Bison player out of here.
Don't you dare talk to Diego like that. You play Sakura. Shut your whole ass up.
Bro, look. I understand that.
Look, you have no rights, Toga. Anyway.
Diego, we late.
I understand that. Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whole ass double cheeked up. Yes, sir.
This is a Curtis podcast. Why did I come here?
And don't worry, look, we gonna get the content and everything quality up later on. You feel me? I'm still rocking with this old dusty ass blue snowball mic, but I'm upgrading.
Bro, I don't even got a mic. My shit's on the computer.
Oh.
Yo, you trying to call me up from Sammy? You're my mod. Why are you doing me like this? What?
We got him. Expose this man.
Gohan and Claw.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. Look, I want to continue with this, but I got to defend my honor with fast Sammy, bro. Look, when Toga beat y'all over here, bro, I didn't look. Don't hold me. I defended y'all honor. He beat y'all in first to 5, so I had to stomp him in the first to 10. I had to beat him doubly. You feel me? And that's on gang. That's on gang. I had to do that. I need some love and support, Sammy. You feel me?
I don't know.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, Suma. You know what? I would definitely appreciate that. I would most definitely appreciate that. Because this right here, what I'm rocking with right here, I don't think it's going to work for too much longer. But,
You're on my Yeti.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. What other?
Oh, get him.
Yo!
A bunch of shit that used to happen. But they did get a lot of out-of-town players. Oh, damn, my bad.
Yo, my bad. Sammy's just in the chat holding me right now. Like,
thank you.
Everybody getting at you right now.
Oh, man. That's crazy. All I want is love and support. That's all I ever wanted. That's wild. Niggas, it really be your own, actually. But
Be your own, nigga.
But we got some names to call out. We got some names to call out while we going through this Reese timeline. So let's talk about Sir Reginald III, Sir Hairline Dictator III. Yes, sir.
Oh, Reginald's ass. All
yes,
right,
sir.
So when I met Reggie, that nigga, I met him during the Tekken Tag 2 era of playing. And he was getting washed by everybody around him in Tekken. He thought he was good.
But wait,
really good
I thought he was good. I thought he was like winning. Okay, so when I met him,
no, he wasn't winning. He wasn't beating people like Danny and shit. Like, he was getting his ass whooped by the real Tekken players, but he was beating everybody else's ass that didn't understand Tekken. So, like, say you was a new person,
yeah,
that motherfucker was the gatekeeper, and like he a lot.
You're like hold on, Dwight. You're lagging again. You're lagging again.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
my bad. Let me turn off all this shit around me.
Me
for DB. Ooh.
Yeah, that story was cursed.
So, this dude used to be the gatekeeper type of nigga. So he's that dude you have to beat, like, in a disrespectful manner just to get to the people that you want to play. So, like, if you was like, oh, my goal is to get Danny's respect, if you can't beat Reggie, you ain't get no respect from them Tekken people. And the fact that was the problem with Reggie was he's one of you, but you're such a cheeky hot. You correct him, you an asshole, you a bitch ass nigga and all that shit. And like I said, I never saw these things because I'm Mr. Rogers. I'm always nice to everybody, so people don't really fuck with me like that. But other people, when they told me about them, it was like, oh, shit. So I try to be like, hey, man, if you ever want to come to my house sessions, man, feel free to. You know, let's see what angle this dude's at. No, the whole time this nigga at my house, I'm so hood. I'm the hoodest nigga alive. I'm that nigga. I got bands for days.
He got bands. Wait, did he actually say he had money at one point?
No, but this is before he became a trucker. But he got his ass whooped by all the top Tekken players in Charlotte. But we'll talk shit about him too. And when it came to again, he was a type person. He couldn't beat like the people like Tom, Face, Fran. But he didn't meet Fran until Fran came down later. But Reggie was always on that, like, he would talk a lot of shit, and then when you confront him, and I will say this, when TK and Gibby confronted him the first time, I was like, man,
Dwight, you are cutting out like crazy, amigo.
My bad, man. Hold up. I might have said closer. But so him and T to at my house. The first time, my roommate at the time, Brandon, was like, hey, man, don't let that dude come back to the session. I was like, man, no, that's just dude was put off by TK being gay. He didn't know what's up and all that. And he was just saying dumb shit. Then the second time, they were about to put him over the balcony and shit. But, yeah, with Reggie, man, when y'all said he pulled out that fucking box cutter shit, I was like, man, of course that nigga did that. Because he's so hood. He got all the
God.
choppers. He got all the choppers.
Dog.
So
I remember meeting Reggie, and me and Toga. I think we met. Did we meet Reggie? Did you meet Reggie before me, or was it the same time? Because we were playing.
It was around the same time.
So me and Toga went to CPCC. So me and Toga go way back, and like
Yep.
2011, 2012 is when I met Toga, and so we're sitting there and we're playing Tekken Tag at CPCC, and my man is talking about how he's hot shit in this game because we were playing Third Strike 2.
he's so hood.
And he was playing Third Strike 2, and he was like, "Oh, you trying to money match me for Third Strike?" And I'm like, "For what?" Like this is back then. Like I'm a casual, yeah, like I'm a casual dude, and like he was like I'm not gonna lie, like he was bopping us in Tekken, but like we didn't even play Tekken like that. So like this is like we're all at CP. We didn't know about Reese. We didn't know about any of this shit ever happening. And so he comes in there and he tries to money match me for Bojangles, and he money matches me in Third Strike for Bojangles, and I'm like,
for that Bojangles, bro, you gonna pay for my food, bro.
yeah. So like I beat him, and then he's like, cause I guess he was sandbagging. He was like, all right, double or nothing. And back then I was hustling Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so it didn't really matter to me. I was getting money. I had dough. So like I'm like, all right, bet then we can run it back. And so we run it back. And I'm like, all right, the poverty pop bonus. Oh shit! Hold up. All right, let me collect myself.
It's true though.
Yeah, dog. But like for real. I used to hustle fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards, dog. I used to get like Toga. Let them know I was getting like 1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was getting like 1,000 a week hustling Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
People
Got
go
that
out there
dark
with,
magician, nigga.
Like
they be coming out there with like binders of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and just be selling it.
Like facts, and like I was racking in like 1,000 a week off of
bro.
Yu-Gi-Oh. But we run. But anyway, so we run the setback, and he picks Sean. And back then I was a Elena player, so like this is before I even knew Chun-Li was really busted like that. I played Elena, and I beat him again. And then so I'm like, all right, so you gotta pay me. And he's like, man, nah, you're not even all that good and blah 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 blah. I was like, but nigga, you still gotta pay me.
That's that killer queen option select, bro.
Yeah, and so I'm like, you still gotta pay me, and this is why I also don't do money matches, because I always expect people to be broke no matter what. If someone's like, I want a money match, the moment you tell me, hey, I want to money match you, I'm like, you don't have the money, like because of Reggie now. Because of Reggie now, I think people don't have the money.
That's why if you do a money match, you have to make sure the money's on the table
all day, every day.
You gotta make sure.
And he would have got jumped that day if I didn't stop Antonio, Damien, and the rest of them from jumping on him when he didn't have the money. And making a big stink about it. And he made a big stink about it in there. Like, he made it a big deal.
Jarrett, that's how it was back then. You try to avoid that money match, motherfuckers will throw hands with you.
But I didn't avoid. You see, he took the money match, and I was denied Bojangles. You feel me? I wanted Bojangles with his money, not mine.
Yeah, I know. I get you. I'm just telling you, like you said, some people are just real scummy like that where they don't have their damn money. It'd be like, bro, like, don't money match people unless you got money, or don't ask for a match if you don't know the person like that. It is what it is on that one.
But he's also done some really slimy shit. Like, bro tried to fight my ex. Me and her, yeah, like he followed her to the bathroom and tried to throw hands with her, and I'm like, you try to, yeah, dead serious. This happened at CPCC. They got into an altercation because Reggie was like hitting on her. And first of all, he couldn't take no. He couldn't take no for an answer. So he followed her. He followed her from the simulation game development lab. He followed her from there all the way to the women's bathroom, and was going to walk in there until security came. Like,
man,
yeah, like and that's a fact. But then was talking about like, oh, I'm gonna beat your boyfriend up. Blah 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 blah. But when I came around him to his face, he acted like he didn't remember who I was. Reggie has done a lot of hoe shit, which is why I'm surprised.
I know. Like once it came down to when, and this is what I'm gonna tell you what happened with the Kyobi situation was. Kenny called me that same night after the data thing, and I used to have Marco's phone number, and I called him as soon as Kenny told me, and I called Kenny right back. I was like, hey, bro, let him go, man. Let him go, y'all. Like, it's one thing to be giving people chances, but that dude pulled out a box cutter on some punk shit. Like, nah, bro.
But he should have been gone before that.
Because
he was.
That's what I'm saying, Jared. He was, but nobody told anybody new with the new tournaments. Like, that dude here. For example, I didn't know about Kyobe until, damn, who was it that told me about Kyobe? This is how bad that shit is. So I think Josh Taylor told me about Kyobe at that time, if I remember correctly, because he was like, he was in and out of the scene. But if I saw Reggie there, I would have been like, oh, yo, y'all need to get rid of that dude. But I just assumed everybody knew about him, and they're like, oh, we're just giving him a chance. So that's the scary shit. Like, we need a list.
See, like, where's Toga at? Because I think Toga knows about the box cutter incident.
Toga's
Craftsman, Cobalt, or dog, we don't know what it was like. I'm not sure. From what I heard, it was like one of them work like box cutters that he tried to get one of them with, and it's like, who are you gonna hurt with that? Like, oh, you know about it, Zach? Dog, I knew about it. Well, I knew about what happened, but I was like, I didn't get like much of a story of like what really happened. I just know I was like, why wasn't he banned beforehand? Because it's so stupid to me. Like, my man literally has been around for so long, and it's been the same way, like the same way since I've known him.
But people don't grow up, man. That's the thing. Is like a lot of other people grow up. We all change. The people that used to grow up, that's what hurts the most. Is like, damn, bro, you are literally on some Pokemon shit. You refuse to evolve, nigga. God damn.
Well, Suma, nah. So Suma, what we're talking about is it's like one of the ones that are in like the little sleeves, like the little ghetto box colors. Now, like, not the good ones that your job might get you, but like the little ghetto ones, the little shitty ghetto box cutters. That like
you
most
couldn't
jobs.
afford the death walk, bro. The do walk, bro. Oh, chat is crazy right now,
dog, bro. Because people like see James doesn't know about Reggie because Reggie was gone before James, James and Diego. You know what I'm saying, before they got in here, but like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had poverty cutter, yes sir. Poverty player, poverty cutter. And so like
that's how it is.
Yeah, like bro was
he's gonna fight your girl. He's gonna fight TK for being gay. He's gonna cut the Atlanta players for coming down, basically. Because nobody's gonna pay for his meal, I bet. But like you said, certain people that just don't change, and it's like, bro, like you gotta go, man. Like
you gotta dip. Like dog, he been needed to go, and he was banned from norms for a hot minute. He was banned for norms for a hot minute, and I don't understand how people thought it was okay to allow him back in there when he was banned from UNCC since I think he got banned in 2014. I think he got banned at UNCC 2014 or 2015.
If I remember, the reason for that ban was because he was talking shit to, I think, one of the Greensboro players, and then it escalated. And then I remember banned him. He banned him for 2 years one time, and it was only because this is back when, like I said, Shiki was on that dumb shit online and revealing himself on Facebook. So Shiki and him got into it on Facebook, and Tactics just was like, "Hey, y'all both banned. Fuck it."
And he was banned on campus entirely. So he had no business being there in the first place. So like, and that's what I'm talking about. Like shit like that is what that could actually really fuck everything up. Like having somebody like that around like all the time. Mm-hmm. Like people like that don't need to be coming around like that. Like if you can't behave yourself, like bro, if you gotta pull out a weapon over a fucking video game, you have no business being anywhere. And you need to get your ass whooped. Like, people shouldn't have they should let Atlanta dog that man out, and everybody from Charlotte should have helped him. Like, let that man get jumped, and then everybody from Charlotte, like, hey, yo, we jumping him too. Like, hey, look.
It's a long time coming type of shit. I get you.
And yeah, and yeah, Sammy, one of them, like, stick razor blades where you lift the little sleeve up and you cut, yeah, like one of them little shitty ones. He would be telling me.
Man, Truman's right about that part. Like, that dude used to try to bum, like, rides from people and stuff. It's like, bro, didn't you just take the bus? Just get back on the bus. Oh. But nah, man, I'm trying to get home, like, right away, bro. Right away, man. And like I said, bro, I remember I dropped him off at Albemarle one time because it was me, TK, and Trey heading back home, and the whole car ride was just about how good he was in Tekken. And I'm just sitting, I'm like, but Danny and them washed you. And I remember Javon Smith picked Eddie and beat that dude's ass. Like, you know, Eddie has that throw where he does the little bicycle kick on your head.
Yeah.
I remember Javon did that shit to him like 4 times in the match.
Wait, what did I miss? I just had to go do something.
You said what? What did
Oh,
you
we're
miss?
talking about,
Oh,
talking about the Reggie Chronicles.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, so
Yeah.
you got banned permanently? Huh, that's good.
He did get banned permanently at other places, but I remember when Tactics banned him for 2 years because him and Shiki were arguing, and it was literally like watching 2 black holes just be negative. It was amazing. And then Tactics was like, all right, y'all, I gotta delete this post and I gotta get rid of both of these people. And then that they were banned for 2 years then, and then that's when they came back and he banned in 2012. I remember that. And when Tactics used to do the Rambats, the situation that everybody tells y'all about with TK and Shiki is the same with Jarrett, where him and TK were arguing in Marvel because he was doing dumb stuff with Hulk, and TK was like, "Hey man, that move, like you said, Jared, is like you tell him something like, hey, that move ain't gonna work. Well, shut up, faggot." And then all hell broke loose. It was like, oh fuck,
Bruh.
oh no, because look, TK just like told me and my roommates about his orientation. And we were cool. We were like, oh, okay, man. It don't really change nothing but, certain jokes that we'll make at you now because, we're still cool. But then that same Wednesday, it was me, TK, Trey. I got washed out by Ted that the night before or the week before, and I came back to go play Ted. I'm sitting all the way on the other side of Big Al's talking to Tactics and West about some shit. And next thing you know, like I said, TK and him are up out their chairs. Shiki waited for somebody to hold him back to jump at TK. And TK was like, fucking kill this dude. And then walked to the back of Gibby and Tactics. But Shiki didn't do nothing to TK until somebody tried to hold him back. And I don't know if that's that high school shit or whatever.
That sounds real fucking familiar. That sounds really familiar. Because he definitely didn't make a move at me until other people came towards us too. But will straight send me messages about me catching his baby ass hands, which I've been waiting to catch his baby ass hands since 2018. So, and look, y'all all
those Rambats are fired. Those Rambats are fired.
Yeah, they probably were fired.
We Patriots.
Wait, hold on, Dwight. Dwight, you might have to leave the call and then come right back, baby, because you are roboting. Hold on. Leave the call.
I just turned off everything in my house.
Hey man, look.
Just re-invite me. My bad.
Yeah, no. All you gotta do is disconnect and come back in. Hit on the general.
On the general.
Yeah. So there's like a little phone sign right there. Matter of fact, hold up. I can help you. I'm gonna disconnect you. There you go. Boom. He can.
Will we come back? Oh, there we go.
There you go. There it goes. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Right, how am I sounding now?
All right. Now you are right. Now you are right.
Cool. I can close out Chrome right quick. Hold up. I just want to read the chat because it's hilarious. Did you read what a Patriot said? Oh
yeah, yeah, Reggie, the crust emanating off that.
Bro, but back when Tactics was doing the Rambats, this is like I said, right before I met Toga and other people. I already knew like people like Danny, Javon, Greensboro, all of them. Those bats were fire, bro. Like every Wednesday, I made sure and stuff. At times at the Greensboro, people invited me over. I tried to go up there, and this is like I said before my wife was my fiance and all that. Like I was on that nerd shit hard. Like she's like, Greensboro Thursday now? Yeah, I'm about to go up there. Deuces, baby. I got to play these games. This is my life. Mixtape dreams.
Oh, I feel you.
And but back then it was just like I said, the unity was a different type of unity because let's put it like this: as much as we didn't like Raleigh at the time being elitist, and Greensboro was a little bit like when I say a little bit better, like Greensboro took the game a lot more seriously than us because like I wasn't taking shit seriously, and other people were character loyalists. There was no tier horn and stuff back then, so everybody was just trying to play who they want to play. But back then the unity was always we have to beat Atlanta. And I will admit, at the time, Charlotte was kind of the weakest link in Marvel, but not in Street Fighter. We were not that weak in Street Fighter.
Okay, because see, all I ever heard was how good Greensboro and Raleigh was. But like I said, I've only ever heard things. So like you're talking about old history. I've only ever heard things about Charlotte FGC through Devon, because while we were all going to CP, he was the only one going to like tournaments and stuff. I don't know if he played. I don't know if he played. Like that, I don't know. I just
Devon
know
did play a little back then. Like, and Devon, like, I will say this, dude is a proper historian when it comes to this stuff. Like, he's not making up none of that shit. Because like when Atlanta came up here and was beating Charlotte's ass, and this, like I said, TK was like you, Jarrett, with the whole, hey, nigga, we gotta get better. Like, because he went down there a couple times. So like he went down to Atlanta. He saw how they play differently. He's like, yeah, man, we gotta learn like better confirms. We gotta be on our defense and stuff. And like you said to y'all last week, man, anybody that tells somebody don't block is literally being a piece of shit to you. Like, don't listen to people that don't tell you how to be better. Like, you can still be hard-headed, but if you are not listening and you keep losing, stop complaining to everybody that you're going 0-2. Just either change your career
or just block.
Of the podcast. Yeah, that's it. Why you think I started T-shirts and stickers as a business? I was like, bro, I don't take the shit seriously enough. And when I lost to Kazunoko at one of the final rounds, and this is back when America was known for Marvel, so I was like, bro, if you lose to, and this is not just being an asshole, but it's like, if you lost to a Japanese player who literally just plays Street Fighter, you should stop playing. I lost because my controller fucked up, but back then I was so hard on myself. It's like, nah, even if my controller didn't have a joystick, I should be fucking able to get at least a win off that motherfucker. And like, I used to love those Rambats, man, because just people used to come down, we all chill, we all talk, eating our damn fucking fried chicken and shit, eating pizza at Big Al's. And like I said, I met all the UNCC boys there, I think in 2013. That's when I think I met most of y'all. So I met Jarrett, and when I met Jarrett, I saw how he gravitated towards Tactics too. And I was like, hey, Tactics, man, you might want to talk to Jarrett about like doing your events and stuff, because you know your kid's here. And this is right when I think he had his boys on the way. And, you know, no offense to any of y'all that don't have kids, but once y'all have kids, it is literally a game changer. It's like, oh, I don't want to play no more. I don't got to drive no more. I just want to chill, be an old man, and talk shit to the youngins. Mm. That's why Jarrett's people be calling me Mayflower.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Old ass man now. So,
but the unity was different back then, Jarrett. That's the best way I can put it. The unity was different back then. It was just literally the unity is, if you're in North Carolina, just don't embarrass the rest of us. Like, we still wasn't like fucking with each other too hard because people were in their feelings about shit. Like, oh man, they said something really mean to me about losing to them at a tournament. Like, and I was an asshole a little bit to people in private, like where it's like, hey man, just get better. Go in training mode and, you know, do 2 hours worth of blocking. Like, just fucking turn the computer all the way up to max and let it beat your ass for a bit and learn how to block the dumb shit the computer does. And if you got record, which back then you didn't really have record on a lot of games, record the setup that beats your ass. So when you see that motherfucker next month, you shit and you beat the shit out of them. Like, but people didn't want to grow back then. I ain't gonna lie about that. Like, we just want to have fun.
I mean, but that's kind of where we've been for a while now. We just want to have fun. I mean, but I think with Charlotte though, we've always wanted to have fun and be serious, but it doesn't always work out that way. Because we'll go to somebody's house and we'll start drinking, and after like the fourth beer, it's like, all right, well, that frame data shit's out the window. Like, we don't know what the
I'm mashing.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm mashing on wake up, and you're gonna be like, why'd you do that? Because I felt like it. And my only advice to you after like my fifth beer is just block, and I'm gonna shrug at your ass. Like, but I'm drunk. I don't know. Like,
the reason why, like, and back when Toga and Tom used to, like, when they were getting to know each other, the reason why I knew Toga got a lot better was Toga started talking about neutral. Like, Toga back then, like, you did talk about frame data, but you was like literally, I don't know what happened between you and Tom when y'all was playing Street Fighter 4 in particular, but you took neutral so damn seriously. And when people like Jared, when you said people like to devalue a person's opinion, I was like, no, y'all definitely need to listen to fucking Toga. Like, I'm sorry, he's telling y'all real shit. Like, I forgot who Toga was talking to. It was like, this is like a while. Somebody was mashing something. Like, I don't mind what Toga says to me, but other people, like, if he tells them they're mashing, man, Toga always being an asshole, man. I'm like, but he told you the truth. Like, you can't argue with the person right behind you watching you fucking play and getting dogged out. Just like with you, Jerry, you're like, hey, man, just grab the motherfucker 3 times. Some people don't understand that they're going to get grabbed over and over.
Yeah. Bro, if I'm playing Armika and I grab you twice, if you're not holding up, you finna get grabbed again. I don't give a damn. You better learn to hold up. Mm-hmm. And they'd be like, oh, but I don't want to guess. You got to. That's what this game is one giant guess. Shut up and guess. Mm-hmm. Stop complaining. Realize you have to guess. And get over it. Like, that's, like, sometimes, and that's the thing, like, sometimes having to guess is what you have to do. Like, it's a 50-50. You can't give somebody a clear answer about that. You're going to have to guess correctly. That's just how it is. Like, and
oh, go ahead, man. My bad.
I was like, and that's how games are nowadays, and that's how games were. I'll say Street Fighter 4 was definitely like that. There was some shit.
4 was pretty bad because you can make someone get like, and 4 gave you a hard. You sweep someone, it's a hard knockdown. Like there's no back teching, quick teching, none of that. You get swept, it's a hard knockdown. And now you can pull out your whole book. You get a whole book of mix-ups. You're like, oh, I'll just pick this one, and then you run your mix. Like,
run them hands.
It was pretty dumb.
Oh, by the way, Jared, Sub Optimus is actually correct about the drinking part though, because like there's a few times like I stopped drinking at events in 2000. This is back like when I was already done playing, but I was doing the business. I stopped drinking in 2015, like completely, because I had a really bad situation. Because I was so it wasn't like a bad situation with a female. It was with like one of my players. And this is when I was Mr. Sponsor.
We say hold on, Dwight. Got to correct you real fast. We're saying women, brother. We gonna drop.
Oh yeah, women.
We gonna drop the F word. We dropping the F. Yes sir.
Don't say females around Jared. I got you. But for women, it was nothing to do with women. But it was just a situation where I was like, me and the person were both really fucking console them, and then something bad, and Devin had to separate us. So like I'll get to that story a little bit later into this, but like I said, back when Reese was a big thing, it was like Tactics purposely try to do like 3 big events a year, and then the rest of them he tried to make sure those numbers were good, and he made sure out of town players came. Like it did get to a point where he's like, bro, we're losing money because nobody's taking shit seriously in the Marvel side, but the Street Fighter side, Wes was fucking defending the goddamn crown back then. But there was times where we just lost to out of towners, and it is what it is. But Tactics went out his way, like letting people stay at his fucking house. Hey, I'm gonna put a bigger pot bonus in and shit. And the one that the thing with Dominion, just so all y'all know what happened, I referred a friend to Tactics that had a better job than me at the time because I had good money, but I didn't have that money. I was like, I'm not dropping $500 into a pot bonus type of thing.
Are you dropping names though?
Oh, I can't drop the name of that person, but I could drop what happened. So Tactics already had his half of the money right. Other backups just, but the person referred to him ducked us. And when I say duck, I mean I didn't speak to that motherfucker for 4 years because I was like, bro, how dare you betray something that I love? Like, and this is the same person that I went to college with. And if I talk to Diego Doom in person about it, I can reveal the name to y'all then. But Diego Doom used to go to the college where I went, and Diego Doom graduated that, and I used to run like tournaments at my college. But the person that I went to school with, I was like, he played Soul Calibur with me back then. So I was like, okay, man, the Tactics does Soul Calibur tournament. So if you want to put a pot bonus in for a couple games, feel free to do it. And he promised Tactics 500 for the Street Fighter tournament with Dominion, and then it was 500 for Soul Calibur 4 or some shit.
Yeah.
And then he ducked them. He fucking ducked them, and like it was like it's one of those things that tests your friendship with somebody. Because I went to high school with this dude, I went to college with this dude, and he fucking ducked them. You know, he literally was like, "Oh, blah blah blah," ignored my calls. And when Tactics told me about it, I felt so bad that I did like a bunch of tournaments for him for the next couple of years to pay him back. Now, people can fact check me on other shit that happened with Reese, but that particular situation with the Dominion thing, I had to correct a lot of people who were talking shit about Tactics. And Tactics gone now, so it don't hurt him. It's like having a dead parent or something, or a dead grandparent, where it's like nothing that's said about them now can hurt them now. You know what I mean? But because Tactics is out, and I'm somebody that honors that motherfucker, I was like, hey, bro, now get your fucking facts straight about what happened with that Dominion situation. Dominion didn't go back to New York calling us clowns. He was just like, I wish all the money was there when it went down. I kept my mouth shut back then because Tactics is like, hey, man, on that grown man shit, it's still my fault for trusting that and not having a backup. So, Dwight, you don't need to say nothing about it. But now, it's been a couple years now. So, fuck it. Like, the dude fucking ducked Tactics. That's why he didn't have the money for Dominion back then. But Tactics still tried to give them their money. And I think he did. I don't know. But I know Tactics is a stand-up guy in that capacity where he would, if put him right then, he'd be like, hey, man, I got you in the next couple of weeks. But back then, if you was fucking up with your money in the FGC, these motherfuckers back then, they're like, oh, nah, man, there are a bunch of clowns down there and all that. And that's people who are not involved in the situation at all, talking outside of the circle affected by. So that's really against that shit, where, like, you don't talk outside of that circle, or you don't really voice your opinions on shit. Like, you can voice your opinion on fuck shit, but you should not be voicing your opinions on shit and you don't have all the details. So I always make sure now that Tactics is gone and people were talking about Reese, I'm like, yeah, there's certain shit that was bad, but y'all ain't gonna sit here and disrespect my boy like that when he was doing all this shit for Charlotte. There was a couple times where he wasn't paying bills because he's like, okay, the payoff after the tournament. I'm not trying to be racist white people, but y'all don't like paying y'all's bills late. Black people, we cool with it sometimes. We like, hey, bro, I'll pay that shit on the 15th. Let them put the note on my door, all that shit. So I knew that dude was on some heavy stress.
I know that struggle.
Like, he's doing a tournament on the 7th, knowing that his shit is about to be late, but going, all right, man, I'm doing this for the community. I'm doing this for the love. And, I'm going to pay my shit on the 14th next week. Like, it's just, it that's how that shit is, man. Is it?
So
I don't let people disrespect people that can't defend themselves.
Yeah. So you were talking about, I remember when we were sitting down, we were talking, and you're also talking about defending Tactics. You're talking about how, like, some interstate rivalry type beef started happening during your time with Reese.
Mm-hmm.
Like, was it just? So was it the Ville? Was it the Ville in Charlotte? Was it Raleigh in Charlotte or Greensboro in Charlotte?
When I say it was sick back then, man, there was 4 tournaments when I started, and then it became 3 because before Stop Button existed, there used to be a place in Fayetteville called Elite Zone, and that's where everybody went to go play, like, Third Strike. We were playing Marvel back then, and sometimes Street Fighter 4, but back then it was literally Marvel was so popular in Fayetteville that I went down there a couple times just to go play Marvel. I knew there was Street Fighter 4 there, and Tom was still living in Fayetteville at the time before he moved to Charlotte. So I always made a trip to college and shit just to go play games down there.
Yeah.
Greensboro, they used to do their sessions in Rambat, so I used to go to their places. I didn't get a chance to go to all the Greensboro tournaments back then. I did people to go to the tournaments. And then Raleigh, like I said, some of their players on that early shit. Once James started being being the best TO there and having his house sessions, a lot of people went to them too. But it was mostly the unity back then was just don't lose to out of towners. Like, you get looked down upon. And that's why Charlotte was looked down upon in Marvel, especially because it was just really bad for us at the time. Like, the first year of Marvel, we were just trying to have fun, Jared. Like you said, we drinking, we fucking, hooping and hollering and shit. But we weren't, like, trying to be optimal. We wasn't trying to be on that real shit. And then 2 years into it, when new players started coming in, some of us old heads were like, all right, man, this is the stuff you need to do so you don't make the mistake that we made. Then we had Alexi. Alexi was a good Marvel player, like one of the best. His homeboy.
Shit, Alexi.
Hunter. Yeah, Alexi was really fucking good at Marvel. Really fucking good.
I only know him about
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but he was a fucking spectacular Marvel player. So that's my boy. Like, he was one of the few people where it's like, when I was sponsoring people, I tried to get him to CEO. He missed the bus, but there's other times where it's like, hey, Alexi, let's go to final round. And when I say back then, when I had the money, you didn't have to pay for your room. All you had to do was show up. The money that you worked, the money I quoted you to pay your part, just go do some money matches and then give me the money at the end of the weekend. Because I already paid for the room with my roommate Brandon. And Brandon at the house sessions, he's the other reason why a lot of Charlotte players started getting better and all that. Because that dude was just a combo monkey. He'll be in the room practicing combos, confirms, would never enter tournaments. Because he used to be from Raleigh, and that elitism shit made him not want to ever compete again. Like he's one of those people where it's like he's a guru, so he'll train you. So like Brandon was the hyperbolic time chamber, like your house back then. So you would come to my house because I'm inviting everybody over and shit. But Brandon was the dude in the back, like, hey man, he really saw that you were good. He's like, hey man, come back here right quick, and then you'll play on that little table with Brandon, getting like some pointers on how to do better, how to be more optimal, how to have better movement. And then the rest of the TVs were just random shit. Like it used to be like everybody knew my house from Marvel. We did play other games at time, but it was mostly Marvel. And you know how people are loyal to their games. So Street Fighter 4 players that used to come by that wasn't be like, man, they only play Marvel there, man. I was like, bro, like I had 2 extra TVs brought to you by Reese, so you can play your own fucking games over there in the corner or near the breezeway door in my house, or not my house, at my apartment, so you can get cold air hitting you while you're playing the game. Because that big TV, that shit was hot. Like, it made that room hot as fuck.
I feel that. But what? So what led? So you're saying what led to like Greensboro and other places kind of like shitting on Charlotte was that we used to get the Dominion thing, and we used to get bopped by like out of towners.
Yeah, but that's only for Marvel. We got shitted on for Marvel. All the rest of the games, we didn't get shit on as bad because I meant what I said about West Tactics and certain Street Fighter 4 players. And Toga's technically included in that with Tom, where when Tom and Toga and Tactics and West were playing, they did really good. We had Dominique come all the way down from Black Mountain all the goddamn time to play Guy. And I remember his Guy because he used to pick Guy in the brown jumpsuit. And Dominique, bruh.
You talking about Ace Unlimited?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a hard dude to beat back then. And even now he's still kind of like, he's always getting like top 8 or high numbers. So like back then people were on their bullshit, like saying if you're not making top 32 or top 16 or top 8, you ain't shit. So like it was just a bit talk, Jared. It was like how you and your boys talk shit and I told you I'm too sensitive for that shit. It was like that. It was like that all the time. But people just kept it about the game, except for like people like Shiki, Reggie, and other jackasses. So like it just sucks that the 3, like if you had 10 people and 3 people are just fucking pieces of shit, it makes everybody look bad. So it's just like I said, like when you was talking about the 2014 all the way to now fiasco, that I was literally in my house about to cry because I was like, God damn, I wish I was still active and not just a fucking wannabe sponsor at the time. Like,
yeah. Because
I'm active because a lot of that shit, hey bro, fuck.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell you when you were over at my crib, like, and this is what I was trying to tell TK. This is why I wanted to get him. That's why I want to get him on here so he couldn't say I was saying it behind his back. But the way you were describing Reggie, TK kind of came a Reggie.
Basically,
TK is the newer generation Reggie. Was the newer generation Reggie at the time. He was just liked from the olden days. But bro used to bum everybody off rides. He used to ask everybody for food, ask everybody for cigarettes, ask everybody for $5, access to, like, bruh became the new Reggie. See, now he's gonna listen to this and be like, "Oh, Jerry, you're saying this behind my back, blah 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 blah." There is a difference. There is a difference between them because TK is actually good, and TK wasn't always a bum. Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, Reggie's always a bum. Reggie was always a bum. That's a fact. But I need you to change that was. I need you to edit that and put is. Reggie always is a bum.
Zach with the burner.
Yes, sir. Reggie's always a bum. Like, you can take away that was part.
What really sucks about me as a person, even though Reggie's on that bum shit and all that, I still pray for people to have a good life. Like, even when I went off on Shiki on Facebook last month, I was like, bro, like, this is goodbye, deuces. And then in my heart of hearts, I was like, I still wanted to fuck him up. I still was like, bro, I hope you come up to a Kyobi so you can get fucked up by everybody, including myself. But deep down, it's like, I still want you to do better, man. Like, just be better. Like, the song, like the song that was made by the console is right. It's just like, do better. Like, I know there's a little sarcasm in it, but it's a good song now because that's what we need to be playing. It's like, bro, if you can't keep your personal bullshit, like I'm on this wave now. If you come on my Facebook post talking about political shit, goodbye. Keep that shit about video games, memes, and you can send love emojis and all that to my damn kids when I post their fucking pictures. But you coming at me when I'm talking about real shit, fuck off. It is what it is. Like this thing be better than what it used to be. Or just, as close as perfect as we can get it. And the only way to get to perfect is we have to start talking shit to these people. If they come back, which I doubt. Because I'm like, yo, here's the list. Have these motherfuckers here. And I'm on the wave of what we talked about a while back, where it's like, just start confronting people.
Yeah.
Like,
and
this shit is just ridiculous. Like,
but,
back in the day, you had the fear. Back when Reese was a thing, there was a fear of getting your ass kicked. There was just a big fear. That esports shit is what changed everything. Because, like, when they start removing thuggery, it's like, bro, you say what you will about thugs, but thugs keep creeps away. Like, the only thing you have to worry about with thuggery is that homophobia shit. And you just need to call out people. If you call out people for being homophobic, some of them will change. If they don't change, they need to go. Because there used to be a lot of people that dropped the F word a lot back in the day, bro.
And I know, hey, look, a lot of us are guilty of it. Your boy, Young Coon 2020. I would definitely drop the F word back in my heyday, probably around my 2013, 2014 phase. Jared would drop that word, and then I was like,
your brain's still on that. It's still on the old way of thinking, which is like when you was in high school, somebody said some dumb shit. You just call them the nearest insult you can call them.
Oh, dog! Talking about online Call of Duty insults.
Yes, that's what it was. Like I said, I dropped a lot of stuff in public with my friends. I never, if you was a stranger to me, I wouldn't call you anything like that. Like, the only thing I've ever really did, and I'm like you and TK and other people about it, if you being a bitch, I'm definitely calling you a bitch. And especially if you're a dude, it's even worse. It's like, bro, you are being a whole bitch right now. Like calm down. It's not that serious. And then I did some bitch shit. Like, I remember I lost one ran back, dude. I hit every fucking pothole on the way home with Trey in the car. And Trey made fun of me with TK for about damn near 3 months. So, yeah, Ted hit you with, you play, you seen Taskmaster, Jared.
Yeah.
So I probably got on the way down with X23. And nigga, the whole car ride back to my house, Trey's like, Dwight, you okay? I'm like, man, I'm aiming for every pothole on my way out of Albemarle into South Charlotte. And Trey's like, TK, I was scared. About to drive off a bridge, but that shit was so fucking annoying, bro. I was like, goddamn, I could have won that if I didn't do something stupid. Better neutral.
Yeah, hey, look, but that's the type of shit that happens. But so with that whole thing, like, so how was Shiki Dan then back in the day? If he was, you're saying that he was like a different person than he is now, but I've only ever seen him be like a bitch. So
I'm saying No, he was different towards me, but that's because, like I told you at the house, I'm a good black person according to Shiki, Pete, John, and all these other jackasses out here that are just like, I'm gonna be racist, but I'm not gonna say shit. So to them, I'm a good one. It's like, oh, I can talk to you about anything because, I'm not worried about you turning into an 8 and beating the shit out of me if I say something wrong. It's like, no, bro, no, you dead fucking wrong. Like, I didn't know about Shiki's SRK shit until other people was like, hey, Dwight, man, you shouldn't be cool with Shiki. And I'm like, why, man? You don't be doing shit to me. And, until it affects you, you don't do shit about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show my cave post where he's calling people the F word and shit. And I was like, so no wonder he said that shit to TK. Because when I thought he said that shit to TK, I was like, oh, he's just being salty. No, Schizo was like, hey, this is the type of person this dude is. And I talked to him, and I did invite Shiki to my house once. And it didn't go bad. But he's like, I think I should leave because Gibby and TK were staring at him the whole time because TK wanted to swing on him still. And I'm like, yo, just talk it out. Like, y'all need to get along. And I learned my lesson now after all these years. Like, fuck it. You can't make people get along. This ain't Barney the dinosaur shit. And I'm sorry to a lot of people that have done that too, where it's like, I put y'all in an uncomfortable situation because that's what I'm used to doing. Like if I feel uncomfortable around somebody, I try to get to know them up until they do some fuck shit. And with the Shiki thing, when I met him, he was just a quiet dude, just a regular nerd. But all that like Reddit shit, like just the misogyny and all that. Like I said, I'm a misogynist a little bit.
So Toga. So wait, hold up. So Toga would be a modern day you in our generation then of our iteration, because Toga, you are definitely the Kumbaya king.
Yeah.
Toga, you like when I wanted to swing on David Mark and you were like, you can't hit him, and I'm like, why?
Don't do it, Jared.
And I like till this day I want to know, why did you stop that from happening?
Because you'll get 20 years and he won't.
Well, for that, yeah, I ain't want you to go to jail for any of that, right? Also, I'm not a confrontational kind of person, I think that I almost wanted to fight someone maybe once, and that was the Reggie thing at Reese.
Hell yeah!
That was
I think I remember that.
If Toga would have swung on him, I heard from everybody that hit me up when I was at home about it. It was like we was all gonna jump him. Toga, so just know everybody was gonna jump in for you, bro. Everybody was like, if Toga swings, we getting this nigga. And
you see, Zach, I appreciate you. I should have swung. I should have. That was
fucking savage, man.
I had no reason to let Toga talk me out of a perfectly good deserved ass whooping. You feel me?
No, you should have swung.
I should have swung. We all know I should have did.
I'm trying to remember the context of why you wanted to swing on him.
Well, because he was creeping, he was creeping so hard. Like, so when Laura came to Reese, and my man was like fucking Mandar breathing by her neck.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah.
And I was like, dog, what are you creeping for? And then try to play like a fucking, like he was innocent in the whole thing. Like, what am I doing?
And see, I'm more extreme than Toga with that. I would have made him apologize. Like if I wasn't gonna swing on you, it'd be like, hey, bro, you need to go apologize to Laura. You need to stay the fuck away from her. And just let it be known that there's people that will fight for her. So Jared, if I knew you was gonna fight for her back then, I would have pulled Jared aside. Not Jared. I would have pulled David aside and be like, hey, bro, you need to go apologize to her. You might need Jared to stand right there just in case you say the wrong shit, though, just to make sure you have the fear of that ass whooping when you apologize, because a real apology do come from ass whoopings.
Sometimes that's how lessons are learned. Like, I got beat as a kid by my mom. I learned lessons. I learned how to do a lot of shit. Sometimes you can be a grown ass man and you didn't get whooped enough, and it just has to come from a different place. You feel me?
The whooping has to come from a different place.
Has to come from a different place, different person. Like, I
nominate Zach to beat somebody's ass.
Hey, look, like it's just like, and then please no, I don't think I can beat everybody. Like, I'm gonna be real. I think Taj would beat Taj would beat my ass. I think Taj big ass would beat my ass. Now I'm not gonna hide from him. If Taj was like, Jared, bruh, look, we gotta throw hands, dog. I'm like, all right, nigga, well, we gotta fight. But I don't like. But like, I don't think I could beat him. But I'm definitely still throwing hands. So let's not get it misconstrued. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm putting my best fucking foot forward.
That fucking super arm. That fucking super arm. That Broly, Todd is a Broly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sammy, look, we're at least getting 5. No, double digits. I need 10. At least 10 before I need at least 10. After I get 10, I feel like I won the damn fight. I'm like, all right, I'm good. We're in here.
Hey, Jared, you know what's really fucked up? I know you could at least get 10. I'll get bear hug like E Honda or some shit.
Hey, look, you get bear hug, you better start ear clapping and praying. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, back in the Rambat days, there was just an overall, like, there was a lot of camaraderie, but there was also that fear of an ass whooping from certain people. Because like I said, when TK came in to the scene, like, and that's when it started playing, TK was Mr. Gay Rights, because there's people like Shiki just always in the shadows dropping the F-bomb and shit. And then our homeboy Schizo, right?
Yeah.
And I mean Brian Schizophrenic, he is literally like he's the type of gay that when Shiki was saying that stuff, he was describing it. And that's why TK was really more mad about anything. He's like, bro, you sit here and talk to Brian all goddamn day, and you're going to sit here and call him, a faggot. And it's like people like that, they want to be right so bad, and they're always going to end up being wrong. And it just sucks to be on the wrong side of history on a lot of this shit, man. So like after Tactics stopped doing the Rambats, we started doing the sessions at my house. And like I said, I just invited people over. I used to order pizza. There's a few times where I couldn't do shit because like my wife called me midway in the session. And I'm like, hey, I'm out, y'all. I gotta get my cereal right quick. So deuces. But y'all can stay in the house until my roommates kick you out. And my roommates at the time was Arnold Williams, Ace Boogie, and my boy. Like I said,
look, we didn't hear.
Brandon would train people.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we heard you.
Oh, my bad. So, like my boy Ace, he used to play Marvel a lot as well. He was one of the first victims of ATL money match, and that shit sucked because he money matched somebody that was playing Haggard Phoenix. It was Wesker Phoenix Haggard, and got his ass wrecked. And this is right after the Viscount Evo win, so everybody was already dick riding that team. And he got his ass whooped, and it was on video. It's still on the Reese page too. But
oof,
yeah, oof, big oof. But when I started doing the sessions at my house, it was literally just like it came from a slightly petty place, but I wanted everybody to still have fun. I was like, my whole ambition right now is to not get freed up by Atlanta so much. That was literally the goal. And it happened a little bit better because when the new players started coming in, we started teaching them stuff when we could. And we just told them, hey, go watch YouTube videos. Don't be those pieces of shit people that's like, oh, I just want to do my own thing. I don't need to watch videos. I don't need to learn about neutral or blocking or, actually how to get good. I'm just going to keep playing. It's like, bro, if you're going to play for competitive reasons, you're going to put your $20 in every month. Just be good. Just don't. And I didn't realize that's why Raleigh was like treating us like shit back then because we were just sitting there looking like assholes. Like, oh yeah, man, we just playing. Yeah, we having fun. Yeah. And it's like, bro, get the hell out get it out the grown people's table. That's literally what it was back then.
So when you started doing your house sessions, did y'all get better? Did y'all start doing better at tournaments? Because I remember you told me you beat Pork Chop in a money match.
Yeah,
but,
and I did. So, like, what that situation was, we was at the VIP, the same one that Togo was at when he fought Tom's, Hihachi, and Ken, and then I made Russ do that money match. When Tom handed me my money back, I knew Pork Chop would not play me because he did not respect Charlotte players. So he was like, all right, well, let's do the money match. And I put my 20 on the table. He put his 20 on the table. And this was right when I was learning how to, like, block lightning loops and stuff. Because, like I said, I was so annoyed with the Zero team that I made it my specialty. Even though I wasn't going to win all the time, if you was going to play me in a long set, I'll eventually start getting used to your patterns, or I know what your sequence is that I can block. And when I beat Pork Chop, I literally was like, hey, here's your money back, man. I appreciate you letting me play.
Disrespectful as fuck.
I know, but I didn't realize that. Like I said, I'm Mr. Rogers, nigga. I'm not sitting here trying to be an asshole to people. So I'm like,
I have to get ready for work, so
my gameplay is me being an asshole. But at the end of the day, I was happy to play Pork Chop, and Pork Chop did me a huge service with TK and a few of the Atlanta players because, like, now that people are calling out predators and shit and stuff, like the situations back then was I didn't know the level of like, and this is another yikes statement from Dwight. I didn't know the level of gay in Atlanta was that high, so I had to let TK read a PM from somebody back then that was like, hey man, you should come down and play with us, but you can come to my house and play. And TK was like, oh no, that dude's trying to get your cheeks, man. And TK explained to me that the reason why a lot of people thought I was sus back then was because I was like, hugging people, being nice to everybody. And when people come to the tournaments, when I had money, some people I actually paid their way into the tournament because Tactics always did me a favor and be like, hey Dwight, just enter the tournament this week, man, and then I'll you just pay me back at the end of the week. And I always paid Tactics that Sunday for the few times that he let me in when I didn't have the money to play. He just wanted more bodies to play, so he'd take his extra money out and pay for certain people to play. So Tactics was the first sponsor in Charlotte that was actually doing that type of shit, where he's like, hey, I'll pay for y'all to go to the events, I'll pay for you and all that. And I learned everything that I did for my shit from Tactics. So when people used to come to the tournaments that were new, I was like, hey man, just get in the bracket, man. Like, what game you want to play? Oh, I want to play like this is one of the funnier games. I want to play Mortal Kombat 9. I remember I paid for 2 people to play Mortal Kombat 9. So I took my $10 or my 20 and gave Tactics 2 10s, and then he paid the venue for those people just so that we can get new people in,
Yeah.
And it was just it was a whole different vibe back then, man. Like, and like I said, I'm not trying to gaslight and say, oh, there wasn't no dumb shit. No, there was always dumb shit, but it wasn't. The fear of an ass whooping prevented a lot of it. Because like Tactics made people squash their beefs and stuff. Like, hey, like I told you about the whole Shiki thing, where Shiki was at his house and they argued about free speech, and Tactics was just like, "Well, then, bro, you gotta go. Like, deuces. Like, you gotta go.
And
you gonna sit here and argue with people all the goddamn time."
Yeah, and like I said, I don't know Tactics. The only Reese I ever went to was the one that David. The one with the David one. That was the only one I went to.
That's what you went to, man. I'm very sorry about that, bro.
There was that one, and then there was one more. It was like the last Reese before they closed. It was like the very last Reese. Like that's when Jarrett got his job and had to go, and there was no replacement for Jarrett because Reese could have kept going if there was another replacement. And I, as much as like Alonzo, Kiobe, and certain other tournaments went through a lot of shit after Reese, I will definitely give Alonzo his credit for being one of the first people to buy equipment. Like, fucking, when Reese had that power vacuum because of the whole the Tom Chadwick Greensboro situation, because the Greensboro player were the top players in North Carolina for Street Fighter V, and everybody was just being jackasses to each other about that situation. I was like, Tactics, you literally DQ'd them because you was on that top players vibe. But I was like, at the same time, they did try to contact you, bro. Like, I was like, I'm not going to fully take sides because the way people went about shit was fucked up. But I was like, they did try to call you. I was in the Reese post that same day going, hey, man, they're trying to get there, man. They're caught in traffic. But then all that shit started blowing up. Or hold on, some optimist. Zach says,
yeah, he's right, but that's what I'm talking about. Zach is exactly right, and that's what it was. It's like, bro, y'all were late, and I'm sorry that y'all were late. But other people, where we were in the thing on the Reese page, we were telling Tactics like, hey, they're showing up late, but Tactics was, see, Jared, you haven't been to a tournament where you saw Tactics in the middle of the tournament running shit. So Tactics don't look at his phone when he's running all the brackets and shit. So I was like, damn, man, y'all should have at least got his personal number or some shit, because Tactics did do a lot of seeding for the top players. So if you was a top player, you got your automatic buys, all that shit, and you just wait on the new person to come up and you squash them and take the money and go. That's literally how it was. Like, it wasn't like a bad thing. It's just that if you were a top player, you got top player privileges. But they did show up late, and I wish Tactics would have just like Tactics was trying to be such the bigger man that I was like, bro, just apologize, man. Like, y'all, everybody was wrong in that situation. Y'all need to apologize to each other because, like I said, when Tom, Fran, and all them were going in on him, I hit him up in the PM. I was like, hey, man, like, is there any way y'all can work it out? And everybody was younger back then. So, nah, we ain't working shit out. I'm like, bro, like, North Carolina's about to just be crushed by this shit. And Tactics did tell people, don't show up to my events late because you will get DQ'd. But it was also the underlying of, hey, if you call me, we can do something about it. We can run the tournament later in the day. So that really fucking sucked. And like, I wish like I was in the Jarrett position at that time, because then I would have let them know, like, hey man, we gotta wait on the guys to get here because we want to see some hype matches.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with Zach on that, where it's like, yeah, they did show up late. But at the end of the day, you as the TO, you have to do what's good for the whole community, not like everybody was just prideful, and that's what fucking sucked. It really fucking sucked. And a lot of those guys changed now because one is a father, the other one, he's back in Jersey and stuff. But they even remember, they're like, yeah, we all went about that the wrong fucking way. Like, still sucks. They're like, it still sucks that he DQ'd us, and that little bit of patty is still there. But it was like, yeah, that whole situation was ass.
Okay, I feel you. I hear you. And what's crazy is like, because Zach somehow just said I missed out. During that time, I was on my grind. I didn't have time to play fighting games. And Devon would always call me like a casual and all that, because I'll be playing fighting games and I'll be doing pretty decent. But he'll always come up to me and be like, oh, well, compared to these people up here, you're trash and blah, blah. And me on my shit, I'm like, Yeah,
Why you dick riding? I know.
Yeah. I'm
I
just
know.
like,
We all
bro.
felt that way.
Yeah, I'm like, bro. You're dick riding hard. I don't even know who you're talking about, nor do I give a singular fuck about them.
I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby in here.
Yeah, like I don't give, like, bro. I'm sitting here in between classes playing video games. I'm not taking this shit seriously yet. I work 4 damn jobs. What the fuck? Like I don't got time. Yeah, like,
money.
yeah. He was like, you should come to a Reese. Back then, I didn't have time. Like a nigga was homeless and was working multiple jobs to get a house. It was going house to house. I didn't have. If it wasn't about classwork or money, and I wasn't playing games in between classwork, I didn't even really play games like that unless it was in between class. So,
But I respect that, man. I respect that because, like I said, once I got off my nerd shit, the second I proposed to my wife is when I had to leave my house or my apartment, and then I moved in with my wife, had my kids later, and I made my decision. I was like, yeah, I want a family more than I want that top 8 placement.
yeah, I mean,
right, guys.
well, and you see, like also for back then with all of us at CPCC, so like the whole going to Reese was leaning over us and all this other stuff. We went up there, I think, once with Devon. We rode the city bus from CP up there. It was me, him, Sir Hairline III, and
Yeah,
and somebody else. We all went up there to go play Marvel and something else up at UNCC. And that was when I first met Devin, and he was bopping me with like a Trish team. And
Devin did play Trish.
and then so I remember Devon was like, oh, well, you know, and this is what got me not to come back up there. And this is why I said, like, sometimes, so when someone overhypes something, it can really ruin something for someone.
That's true.
So when Devon said that I wouldn't be able to take games off of people, I'm like, okay, I'm expecting to come up here and get washed, and it'll make me want to come up here more. When I went up there, I didn't really get bodied like that. I think I played Jared Davis and the Hulk player, and I had played him. It was my first time going up to it was my first time going to UNCC. Yeah, and I didn't have a team at the time really. The only 2 characters I had was like Doom and Akuma, and I just ran some random point character. It didn't matter. But I beat him. I think we played like 8 matches, and I beat him 3 out of the 8. And I was like, okay. And then like they were all close. I didn't get stumped except for like I think 1 game, and it was the first. It was the first game, and
because you didn't know what you were doing yet.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, bet. And I was like, okay, but I didn't get blown up like you said I would. Like I wasn't supposed to win a game. So I was extra like, all right, well, I don't care anymore. Like, I thought they were like I thought everyone was like miles ahead of me, and like I could never touch a single soul. And then there was another.
If you would have played West, you would have been mad at that Beautiful Joe team. I'll just put it like that. But like West and like a lot of us, we didn't go to the UNCC thing, not because we were being assholes or like that. We were like, oh, that's the new generation of players. And I think at that time, Tactics wanted them to like. Because a lot of us, you know, we were already busy at that point. We're getting older, and we're like, all right, well, we got to stop playing the game so intensely now. But I remember the UNCC tournaments and stuff just showing up to chill. Like, I didn't show up to play. And like I said, I loved all those guys because it's like, bro, like, these guys really want to fucking play. And that was because most of them that came to the Rambats while they're in college, Jared was like, hey, I'm going to do something here at Norms. So, like, I have a lot of respect for Jared, like, a lot. Because Jared used to come to my house sessions just as much as anybody else back in the Marvel days. So, like, when he came to our sessions, then he got to know Tactics. He was like, hey, bro, I'm about to do my own thing up here at UNCC. And I did the logo for him and everything where I turned the UNC hammer into a Shoryuken. So
yeah, I've seen that. I saw that logo.
So like, but back then, like, y'all were on that. Y'all were like on that good shit, and it was just good that, like, no offense to Devon, but Devon's part of that old era of like we shit talk and like you said we overhype shit. But then y'all new cats are like, oh well, I'm not as stupid as y'all think. Because we're used to that the old generational thing of when we were playing video games, that shit wasn't in, bro. Like, you know, it wasn't cool in the streets to be playing like Street Fighter and shit where you could be playing Madden. So
that is true, because I would hop on NFL Street 2 before I touched a single fighting game.
Oh yo, hey, we already know NBA Street, bro. That's not even a basketball game, bro. That's just as a fighting game as anything else.
Yes, sir.
I love that game. But real talk, it was just one of those situations where when people are hyper nerdy, like you said, they overhype shit or they're so defensive about what they love. But now that everybody's coming in and shit, we can't be gatekeepers no more. We can't be assholes like that. I'm a welcoming person. I'm like, bro, as long as you ain't doing nothing shitty, keep coming over, keep trying. You know, I be giving chances to the wrong people, but I never give a chance financially. Fuck that. You got one time to fuck up with me with money. Goodbye.
Yeah, but
nah.
Words
and shit,
yes,
whatever.
sir.
But
Yes,
money,
sir.
nah, nigga, I can't fuck with you, and I'm gonna let everybody know about you too, cause I'm an asshole. I'll make a group chat about that person, like, hey man, this dude stiffed me a couple $100, man. Get him.
Hey, but I'm finna say, what was it? He was right about their Street Fighter scene though. Like Street Fighter, Street Fighter 4, like Marvel, I was kind of like, okay, I could beat these guys, but I used to play Street Fighter 4 even though I hated that game. Fuck Street Fighter 4. And
I hate how it looks.
yeah, me too. It looked like fucking clay fighters. And so we were up there and I was playing and like I got bought by this Fei Long so bad. I was just like, bro, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And like he was trying to explain stuff to me, but I was like, I don't know what he's talking about. We're speaking two different languages right now. So
and that's what you were telling me about the frame data. Like he's like, back then I didn't know what the fuck frame data, neutral, all what these nigga, what the fuck you talking about? I'm just trying to hit you with this special right quick.
Yes, sir. No. Back then. So I was so bad at the game back then. It was you know the old hood Street Fighter where you just do sweep in the you do fierce in the sweep. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I used to do back in the day. And that was it, and I thought I was the hot shit. But I'm sitting here getting comboed.
I used to be a brain dead guile player, so I understand. Yo, Sonic Boom only. Oh, I could do flash kick every once in a while, but Sonic Boom, like that's why when me and you were playing CVS at your house, I was like, yeah. When I started like playing games really hard was in high school, and that was just because I like doing combos. And then like I have really good confirms, but everything else about me, I'm in a rush. And I'd be doing dumb shit because I want to do the hypest combo instead of just actually fucking playing the game. But like I said, the generational thing is just so different because like when I had people at my house, it was like, oh okay, come over, let's do some let's just play some matches. We used to do like a 1st to 50 gauntlet with people, or if you're new, you had to do a 1st to 10 with every person in the room that played Marvel. If you wanted to play Marvel, you had to do a 1st to 10 with everyone. And I met that shit because it was like, oh, you don't want to do the 1st to 10, get the hell out. My house. I want these better or do good. Me and TK, like I said, the only point of contention me and TK had back then was, and when Reed told you at your house about the Bible, I used to have the Marvel vs. Capcom strategy guide, and me and TK used to do like I wish we were more in tune with the YouTube shit, but I would have wore like a damn deacon outfit and everything. But and when you fight Hag, that motherfucker will hit you with a +18. Now can I get an amen? Amen. But TK so bad, I put a whole dent in my goddamn door because I didn't want to pay the damn deposit. But I went to my room, punched the goddamn door because he beat me. It was literally 4 out of 37, Jarrett. And this is after he told me why he did it. He's like, you insulted me, man. You said I can only play Street Fighter, man. So I read that Bible. And I found one character that I know X23 can't do shit to because you'd be mad and dog me. Then Wes beat me so bad that he made me play Dark Souls to learn how to block or to take turns. So just a lot of shit, man.
See, but like now house sessions nowadays, like we'll go over to Jordan's place, and like Jordan, when we go to Jordan's spot, it was always fun. But we don't really learn shit because after like I said, like we'll start drinking. Like we'll be playing for a little bit,
and then just start drinking.
And we start drinking, and it's like y'all, it's over. Like the moment we touch alcohol, all that learning shit is over our head. Like
y'all just mashing.
We're playing like we're playing and we're letting like just reactions happen. Like yeah, dog. Like yes, beer, alcohol is the killer of our scene. Like the moment
you start drinking, man. Sober games.
So what I'm thinking is like over here, like I'll like play like some serious sets and things like that, and we'll learn and all this other stuff before we start drinking. Yes, sir. That is like alcohol is why we're good friends. Because while we're drunk, like there's no beef while we're drunk. No one's angry. Everybody's happy.
No ego. There's no ego behind everything.
There's no ego while we're drunk. But at the same time, it's like we're not learning though either. Like we're just laughing and having fun with it.
But that's why I said the situation at my house was I had two roommates balance out my crazy. So my roommate Brandon was the one training everybody. He was he was the Warhawk of the group. So he was like, hey, if any of y'all want to train with me, because he was, like I said, he was one of the best people in the house, but he didn't compete at the time. So it was like he would train you up until you're able to like keep up with him, and then after that he'd go, hey, go play everybody else right quick and try your shit out and all that. My boy Ace was Mr. Invite everybody over, because there was a few times, like I told you at your house, Jared, where it's like I did invite people I saw at Reese, but I did not invite people that I did not know who were just like, oh, I'm really getting into it. I was like, if I saw you at an event, I'll basically give you my Facebook name. We link up later, and I'll bother you the whole week. Hey, you still gonna come over Friday? You still gonna come over Friday? Kind of club promoterish, but I didn't mean to. It's just I was excited about a new person wanting to learn.
Yeah.
But my boy Ace was like, hey, man, you think you're good at 2K, man? How about you come play some fighting games right quick with us? And like I said, I have just a lot of good memories about certain people. Because like I said, if Wes didn't make me learn to play Dark Souls, I'd be a shitty Captain America player. Because he, like I said, it got to the point where Wes was beating me in one of the first 50 sets. He was like, Dwight, man, you have to wait your turn. And he stopped playing with me at, it was like round 23. So 23, he was like, hey, man, he had my boy Godfrey put Dark Souls into the far TV by the window. And he was like, Dwight, until you can beat the Silent Beast in Dark Souls tonight, I won't play you. And I beat Dark Souls 1 that next week, and then played me again. But with Priest back then. And then Priest did say a couple things that hurt my feelings back then, but it wasn't about the game. It was about like how he felt about Marvel players. So, shit hurt.
Look, Priest. Like I said, I have nothing but.
He's cool. Like Priest is cool as fuck, but he did say something really hurtful. Cause I was like, bro, you been in my house, man. How you gonna say Marvel players are scumbags? And then I found out about who he was actually talking about, and I was like, oh, and like not revealing names, but when he said what he said about that person, that person had to stop coming over too, because they were doing like a lot of fuck shit.
Hold on, let me address this chat real fast, Dwight. Hold on.
Oh, go ahead. I'm looking too.
So I'm okay. So
Yo, I hate when people do that too, man. I'm like, yo, just redo the match. No, I'm taking that. Jared, you said it the other night. I'm taking it.
Yes, sir. You thought you were button checking? You thought you were button checking? You're gonna pause thinking this is a button check? No, I picked my real team. This is bracket, bitch. Give me that round.
Scumbag, Jared. Y'all are scumbag.
But going toward, but Diego, I feel you on that. Like, I feel you on that, and it's like I kind of want like a healthy balance though. Like, you don't like you can be serious and learn, but there's also like there's a time and place for like everybody like to hang out and stuff. So what I like to do is like if I'm gonna drink, what was it? Let's see, like. If we want to drink, I think like the first half of sessions should be like, we just chilling, we're all learning, we're having fun, we're talking about data and all that, like, theory fighting, everything that makes you a good player, talking about scenarios. But then like later on in the night when it's getting really, really late and people are like, man, I don't know, maybe we should relax a little bit. Then we start drinking. Like, I'm fine with like after I run my set. I'm letting you know right now. After I run my sets and I get my knowledge that I want, I'm gonna drink. But
I feel that, man, because like I said, I didn't take Marvel seriously the first year. I was just like, I was just. You remember when we were playing CVS 2 when I first started coming over your house?
Yeah.
But you saw like, oh damn, Dwight ain't over here just talking shit. He can play, but. I was such a combo monkey that it got to the point where it's like, okay, I know I can hit this and do this. And that's how I used to be. I didn't really sit there and try to learn neutral and shit until I got around people that were taking it seriously. But you like Doom, what we gotta learn is like Jared is saying, you gotta learn how to have fun with it. But if you're playing for money, really playing for fucking money, then yeah, you gotta kind of be a dickhead to certain people. But it used to be a lot of that whole energy of, well, nobody's taking it seriously over here, so I gotta go out of town. And Jared, I respect that, but at the same time, it's like, just fucking like, you still need to go out of town so you get better with other towns. but you still need to play the people that are good. That's why, like, with you, Chris, Zach, like all the recent people on the team, Tactics is literally picking like the best of the best, and then people like you who are good, but you're like, hey, I just want to be a free agent, but let me know if you want to talk. People like you said, you're trying to have fun. You're trying to be welcoming to the new people, so we don't run out. Because if you keep making it unapproachable, people will stop showing up. They'll give up. Just
But yeah,
like Jared said a few weeks, like there's no women at the events because some of you niggas out here gatekeeping like fucking bitches. Just let them girls have fun. If they want to fucking play whatever the fuck they want while they're there, don't talk to them about, oh, you just some e-thought, you just here. Like, no, like, calm down. Like, let them win and be. Let them live. Because there's other people watching you now. That's the best thing. That's the best news for me for 2020 is you going in on people like, hey, if it comes to these women, like we ain't doing this year. Like we ain't doing this over the next decade. Like we're done with that. Like don't be an asshole to the chicks or women. I almost said female.
Yeah,
but,
and hold on, but yeah, Sammy, and I agree with that. There should be room for casual players. I'm not saying there shouldn't be room for casual play or anything like that. Well, I don't think I came off thinking that, or I said anything that would say otherwise. Though I'm not sure, but you know, I feel like there is room. There should be room for people who just want to come in the scene and casual play and blah blah.
There should be
all
the time.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe like if you want to just come out and just run casuals and don't want to enter a tournament, that's fine. Why? Because you're still showing support by being there and watching people play.
That's what certain people don't understand. The gatekeepers, they just be like, I gotta defend this from. I was like, if you're against esports, I'm cool with you. But if you're against women or anybody coming here and you go and say some dumb shit in front of those people, like it's literally like if somebody's in your house, right?
Yeah.
You can say whatever the fuck you want in your house. But if you're in a fucking public place, have some damn coof. Like, if you're at Bojangles and old people are behind you. I remember somebody called me out one time. It was and we were out doing a job. And I fucking cussed in front of an old person. I didn't realize they were behind me because I was just, talking my head off. But he was like, hey, man, like, look behind you. And I was like, oh, damn. And I apologized to those people instantly. So the same coofness need to be around for everything else. When you see a woman at the event, hold off on all that misogyny shit that you believe in. Because sometimes some of these motherfuckers, when they say the shit that they be saying, it's like, bro, if you said that shit to my sister, I would have fucked you up. Period. Like, it fucking sucks. Because like I said, I try to be Mr. Silver Lining. That's why I posted that outfit picture on my Facebook. Like, there ain't no more time for niceties, man. Fuck it. I'm gonna pull the tool out on you.
But also it's like, and I feel that wholeheartedly. But it's also like I don't know how. There should be room for casual players. I just don't know how, like, because it's like Diego said, like people who are seriously trying to learn and play. It's hard because when you have the casuals and you have them meet up with the people who are trying to learn. If a casual player plays with someone who's trying to seriously learn, it kind of messes up things.
But that's what y'all like. Y'all's generation does it differently because like the reason why some people were trying to insult Kyobi was like, oh, that's the casual event. I was like, we all need a casual event. Like Kyobi is the most welcome event out of all of them because Kyobi's like, hey, we have Smash Brothers, we have this. You can come play and hook up your own shit if you want. The main thing is this: when you have the casual players, you have like people have to explain to them the traditions and all that. And the tradition should not be, I'm gonna be an asshole to you because you're a casual. The tradition should be what Tactics was trying to do. What Tactics was trying to do, which was, hey, I'm only going to seed people of the same level. And Tactics, because he was always watching every fucking match at the event, would literally go, okay, I know where this person's skill level is at. So next month, if I see them, they had to fight somebody at the same skill level. Now, he would ask some of us, and I mean me, at times like, hey, man, do you mind being a jobber? Like, people don't understand that whole, like, even though people want to insult Jabali on his whole shit, do shit like wrestling, where it's like, hey, bro, if you know somebody's a top player, everybody has to earn their way to fight that person, period. Because it'll make everybody better. It gives people something to strive for. But at the same time, you can't keep having the casuals fight the same casuals over and over neither. So they have to earn their stripes if they will to fight people.
Yeah, and I think that's a good way to do it. I think that's a good way to explain it, or how to really put it. But I think Diego also brings up another point. He's like, the casual will get really frustrated from losing, and the person trying to learn will be frustrated by not being challenged. And that's the hard situation it is when you're trying to like mix in and do everything with everybody, because you're going to have people who are just fans of the game who just want to play for the sake of playing, but you're also going to have people who are like they're not where they want to be yet and they want to learn. If you put them in the same spot, like okay, so like for a house session is different. A house session, things like that, that's totally easy to do. That's very easy. That's not hard to solve. You feel me? Because in a house session, especially over here at my crib, like everybody's playing everybody, so you're going to get a chance to play multiple different people. So eventually, you're going to match up with someone where it's like, you know, hey, you might play like a 1st to 5 with this person. After this 1st to 5 with this person, it's like, okay, well, you're just having fun. I know I can't get much off of you, but like, you know, I'm having fun with it. Like I did this 1st to 5, blah blah. But then you may play another person like Antar. And Antar's like, you know, pushing your shit in, and then you can ask him questions and things like that. So like in the house, it's a little different to have that mindset. But when you're going out,
that's how it always been, man. Like you have to be able to answer the people's questions when they ask you. When I say we call that Marvel strategy guide the Bible, it gave us a lot of dirt to do to people when we all finally started getting better. And that's why I made people do 1st to 10s with everyone in my apartment. I was like, if you're in the apartment and you're brand new, sorry, we got to run a train on you right quick. We're not trying to beat you to make you suck, but we will beat you and then tell you what you need to do against our team to beat us. And if you can beat us, then you should be able to have enough knowledge to beat other people.
And you see, and that's another thing though. Like there are some people who are fine with not getting better. You see what I'm saying? So like,
people need to be called out every time.
Oh,
not in a mean way, but not in a mean way. You just gotta let them know, like, hey, bro, do you want to actually play, or do you just want to be a supporter of the scene? And you have to have that hard conversation with some people, because some people like me, I just retired because it's like, hey, my wife was like, hey, dude, do you really want this family, or do you want to keep making these mixtapes?
So
literally.
So you're saying that the tone towards the people who would rather be casual need to be handled. Casuals need to be handled with a different tone. Like there's no reason to have to handle them with a harsh tone, because they still support everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you shouldn't be assholes to them. Like if you can tell that person, like there's 2 types of casuals, right? There's a casual that's going to get better. Like for example, our boy Doom right here. My nigga is really fucking good. And I remember he was starting to play. And
I don't know if he I don't think he knows how to stop dashes yet. You know what I'm saying?
Online tournament, so he earned my respect. But what I'm saying is, the improvement that he has shown is because my dude is always grinding. He's always posting on Facebook, "Hey, come check out this 1st to 5. Come check out me playing." And the thing
he's not gonna stop dashes now.
Yeah, but there's 2 types of casuals, and the casuals that are like, "Oh, I don't want to get better." Or I just want to play to have fun. You have to admit to yourself that, hey, you're just a pot monster. So you might want to be the person that when Maturino has a tournament, you just donate your $20 if you're not going to play seriously. It is what it is. Like you don't want to be elitist to those people, but you also want to go, hey, I'm trying to grow this scene. I'm trying to grow this for the next generation, because I literally want, when my kids are old enough, to play. Like, I want my kids to be able to come to these events and not be creeped out by some fucking creeps or be talked down to. Because I don't care how old I am. If I'm 70 and you talking to my 30-year-old kid, I'm gonna fight you.
You mean if your kid's 7 and a 30-year-old is talking to your kid?
Oh no. I mean, like if my kids are around my age by the time
okay.
I mean, I'm gonna be 70. If my son, if he's that good, he's like, hey, Dad, we're going to the final round 82 or some shit. I don't fucking know, but I want the scene to grow in a way where it's like people don't want to admit it, but as much as I hate esports, we have to get sports. We have to fucking done, and we also people that are new, like fucking people. Like if you can talk to somebody outside of the game, you become their friends a lot quicker than when you're trying to be their friends because of y'all having the agreement about video games. That's why anybody that used to come to my house, I'm like, hey man, what do you do for work? All that. I know it came off nosy, but it's like, bro, I actually legitimately care about what you do in your personal life. You know, have some pizza.
Yeah. Well, with Dragon Ball, well, like I said, like so, Sammy and John, I would say John is a casual, but John is really good at Dragon Ball. He can break down the game and everything for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know how I would even. I don't even know if I would even want to call John a casual because he's really good at the game and he can break it down and everything, but it's like I don't know.
But
like,
you can't force people to want to win. That's the
other thing. It's not that he doesn't want to win. He literally plays to have like a good time, but he can break the game down to you if he wins. Like he can explain to you like what he did, why he.
Jared, that's what I'm talking about. When we first played CVS 2, I knew you knew what the fuck you were talking about based off of how you played me, and I'm like, so like for example, Jared, you play in a very disrespectful way. So people like me, it will get to me if I didn't know that about you. And that's the thing is like, there's a lot of people want to fucking the game. They just want to do hype shit. Like I want to pick Hibiki. I want to throw you across the stage and I want to do her level 3 on your way down. And I don't care if I lose just to try to do that. And that was always my problem in Marvel. Like you played me the other night. Like, if you get me down to cap, I'm just gonna block. I'm not even gonna do shit.
Dog, that was the most listen. That was the most casual set of fucking Marvel ever.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, first, like,
that was fun. That was so much fun.
Just playing. But I'm just saying, I'm just playing the game. I'm not trying to be like showing off and shit. But like you're playing the Dwight that actually takes it seriously now. Where it's like, okay, I'm a dirt nap because that's what people want. Like to be an entertainer. And some people just want to be entertainers, man, and other people just want that money. That's why you got people that do like lame shit like pit down scene and burn your ass and teleport like Devon does to me. Every time I play Devon, it's like it's hit or miss. Either he's having a bad day or I'm having a fucking bad day. Shit, Zach got on me a couple times like, yo, man, don't fucking do headbutts on Devon, man. He's like, I play against him. Don't do that dumb shit. And I'm still hard-headed, though. But like we have to treat the casuals better. We have to treat women better. And we have to get rid of that environment of like hating on gays because I'm just against bigots. So, like if you're a bigot, I hate you more than a racist because a racist like you like how I hate bigots more than racists for one thing is that bigots will actually swing on gay people at events, and it's like, bro, you deserve to die. So, like, when it comes to, like, racists like Shiki and all them, they like to hide in the shadows and be racist. So, I'm not, like, too privy to slapping the dog shit out of them. But, like I said, I'm a corny nigga, so I'm just trying to always be Mr. Get Along and shit. But there's other times it's like, nah, bro, all you problematic motherfuckers got to go. Like, I'm tired of it. Like, every time I come back into the scene or I hear new stories, it's like, bro, like, what the fuck is going on? And then people get mad at people like you, Barrett. To get mad at people like Toga when y'all call them out. Like, oh no, don't do that. Like, no, doing it. If you're not doing shit, leave the person alone that's actually doing shit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But like, and yes, John does seek improvement, but yeah, he doesn't care about competition, and I think that's how like that's a really good mindset to have if you're just gonna play casually. Like, don't like, cause John will lose and he'll be like blah blah, but like it won't really it won't eat at him to lose. Like ultimately he's just like, what can I do better? I think where the situation lies for casual is the ones who are like, I don't care to improve and I don't care for competition, but I'm gonna still talk shit and I want to play. But then they get hurt over losing. Those, like I said, those are the casuals that it's really hard to like fit them in on anything because you have to kind of like you don't want to like get on them per se, because if you just want to play to have fun, you just want to play to have fun. But at the same time, you don't
be pretended.
Yeah,
Don't be
don't be pretending. Like, don't fake the funk. Like, bro, you said you just want to play to have fun. If I bop you like 36-0, first of all, if you're just playing to have fun, if it's like the moment it hits like 6-0, you should probably stop. Because like I'm pretty.
Because I'm pretty. Stop. Go to training mode.
Yeah, like the moment that the set is no longer fun. Like if I'm picking like my G team, not my ABC, not even my D team, my G team.
I'm just bull.
Yeah, like if I'm just bullshitting, but I'm still winning like 6-0, and you start getting upset, it's like, dog, like you just said you wanted to have fun. I'm having fun.
But like I told you what Wes did to me when I was in that casual phase of like, I just want to have fun. Wes is like, go play Dark Souls, man. Like you have to do like subtle shit to these to certain people. Like, hey, I see, like you have to have a heart to heart with some of these people. Go, hey man, I actually see your talent. You can be better. Now, if the person straight up tells you, hey man, I just want to do hype shit, then you condition them to do hype shit. So your boy John, it'd be like, hey man, I'm gonna pay for your way into the tournament, man. And then he probably embarrass somebody on stream. You feel me? Like
John will wake up Dragon Rush. He will wake up Dragon Rush them. I know that for a fact. That's some John shit. John will my God, fuck John. I love him, but fuck him.
But what I'm saying is, he would probably not be able to do that to like a very, very high level player. But when he gets to that, like let's say this, if he is as good as y'all say, he's one of those people that can make top 32, get on stream, and people's like, hey, we're a big fan of him, and that might give him the push to get better. Hey, I don't know what happened with Mr. Diego Doom. I don't know what made you change to be like, hey, I'm gonna be the most disrespectful Bison player, but I respect it because when that nigga teabagged me, I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna have to get back in the game right quick. And what challenges?
What changed for Diego was when we were at Koyobi and I dashed on him 4 times to EX command grab him with Armika. That's what changed his entire. He can say whatever he wants. He can say whatever he wants, but that is what changed his life.
Bro, I stopped doing too many headbutts because when I was playing Devon at one of the tournaments, because I was just coming in on my lazy shit, like, man, I'm just gonna come in, I'm gonna play, I don't care. But Zach was right behind me, and I did too many headbutts. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing that headbutt for?" I was like, "Damn, man, let me go ahead and learn these chariot tackles the right way." Then, like, it hurt my feelings, but it didn't hurt me enough to be like, oh man, I don't want to play ever again. It was like, oh man, now I gotta get home. I'm embarrassing myself.
Exactly. So
and, like, you gotta let people know, like, those type of traditional, like that traditional value needs to be back in, where it's like, hey man, don't be an embarrassment. Like, no pressure. Like, you might still F up, but don't be an embarrassment.
if you tell somebody not to be an embarrassment, you're gonna pressure them. That's just how it is. So
it is, but that's if you respect the person. Like, I wouldn't say that to like certain people. So like.
You can say it to me. Like, I wouldn't. Yeah, you can say it to me. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know I can say it to you because I know you legitimately want to get good or get better. But if it's somebody that I can tell is like they're still in between whether they want to take this seriously or play it. Like, I just want people to be able to come and play at these events and shit, like how our parents used to watch football and basketball. That's what I really want. Because when we used to do my sessions at my place. When Evo used to go down, I used to have people at my house. Like, hey, come to my house. Let's all watch Evo together. Let's get some drinks and shit. And the other people did the same thing in Charlotte. Like, if people would have took Third Strike as seriously before GK showed up, Tom and his homeboy Face, or Brian Ford, they used to have sessions at their house for Third Strike only. And it is what it is. I was never insulted by people doing their own sessions at their own house during the week on the same day or anything. Because it's like, no, we're all trying to get better. If those are the people you want to vibe with and that's the crew you want to be with, cool. Because Tactics used to do, and this is how I knew Wes was like a real good friend at the time, was that he would go to Tactics' house to play Street Fighter up until Tactics had to make his kids go to bed, and then he'll come straight to my house to play Marvel and stuff. And like, the reason why I knew Wes cared about me outside of that Dark Souls situation was like, every time we play, he'll tell me when I'm doing good and when I'm doing bad. He's like, hey man, you're rushing too much, and just wait on me to throw some dumb shit. Like, especially because my team was shitty. Like, you play my team, so it's like, yeah. I'm just good with my team because I used to practice for 8 hours a day. So, like,
well,
I just went to work, play Marvel. Went to work, play Marvel.
Well, that brings me to this. So, what does everyone think? Like, what could we do to kind of?
Jared, you're one of the people on the right track. As for the TOs, y'all did all, and I hope y'all hear me when I say this. All y'all need to make a code of conduct ASAP. And the reason why is because y'all have to give these people the option whether they're gonna play ball or not anymore. If they don't, and people see them at the event, it's not y'all's responsibility what might happen to them. Also, with those code of conducts, I'm just saying this for me on my end. If you come at my on my Facebook and you only know me from events and you think you know me in real life, don't get it twisted, please. Because a lot of us are tired. Like, if it wasn't for Jared sounding the horn on a lot of this shit, a lot of y'all would be getting away with a lot of shit, and the shit has to stop. Like, as the song says, do better. Like the only thing we can keep doing is improving on what we need to improve on, and that is we want to fucking play these games. We want to come to the tournaments and just chill. Like, we just want to chill. We want to have fun. And people that get too salty, man, y'all gonna get checked too. Like, throwing chairs and shit. Like what the fuck, man? Like,
I don't care if you throw a chair. Just don't throw a chair at me.
I'm just saying, man. Like, that whole, when you told me about the Shiki situation with you, I was like, bro, history keeps repeating itself.
Well, he's a 38-year-old man, baby.
Same three assholes will just pop up every blue moon like some fucking, like some fucking curse or some shit, man. And then it'd be like everybody gives them a chance, and then they do something fucking stupid. It's like, bro, like, that's what I didn't get about your Shiki situation. I was like, really, that happened again?
Yes.
Like, you remember Mortal Kombat? If you do friendship too many times, friendship again. That's how I felt. It was like, bruh, the fuck, like. And this is why I told you, Jared, was like, the old heads. We have to start, like, y'all are going to be the old head soon. It's just make a list of these people.
I'm already an old head. Dwight, everyone thinks I'm young because I came in the scene like 4 years ago.
The competitive part. I'm talking about you're an old head because me and you and all of us, we all played the games for as long as we can remember. But I'm saying, as for the scene, for this generation, you are this generation. And now is all this info give you, and this ain't good for UTOs. And we got to either ban these people permanently, or y'all need to get rid of them for 2 years like Tactics did. Y'all have to start becoming godfathers. I was like, Jared, you're doing your sessions at your house. You're not even trying to run a tournament. You just like, hey, bro, I'm tired of people complaining to me about stuff. Because that's the real issue. People will complain to you, going, man, I don't really like how they do stuff around here. And you didn't say nothing for a while. You really didn't. And then when you started saying stuff, it's like, oh, yeah, man, like, let's wake up some people. Like, just wake them up. I ain't trying to tell all y'all to be woke and shit, but like, y'all gotta, like, code of conduct needs to be made, because like I'm tired of hearing about creeps. I'm tired of people not taking accountability for shit. Like, that's the biggest one for me. Is like, if you get called out on your shit, either apologize or get ready to debate. Like, it kills me, man.
And you know what, Diego,
right.
I agree. Yeah, it is. It definitely is the new 20. And yes, Sammy, he is 38 years old. He is because when I was talking shit to him, it was 2 years ago. He was 36. So yes, he is 38 now, probably turning 39. Yeah.
And your boy Dwight's 33. So that gives you anything. That disappointed me, because I always thought Sheik was the same age as me. So it was revealed to me he's 38. I was like, holy shit, bro. Like, you 5 years older than me, you still doing all this shit talking and just treating people like shit.
But it's like,
arguing with my fucking cousin on Facebook. Like, goddamn, bro. Like, I was like, you don't know my family, man. I was like, if you think I'm a nice one, imagine what the worst one of me is.
And hold on, Dwight.
Straight up come to Charlotte, bro.
And Suma, you're right. Still getting away with shit, because even after we set these boundaries, we still need people. Like, even if we set these code of conducts, you gotta have people to like actually want to enforce them. A lot of TOs just want to stay out of everything, and like, I respect that. Like, if you want to stay out of it, that's fine. But just realize, like, if you don't,
we taking care of it.
like, either we're gonna take care of it, or like, and you don't have no say. Even if it's your own tournament, like, yeah, you don't really have a say because you're not gonna do anything. Like, we don't want things to end. Like, we don't want things to end. We don't want people to stop coming up. Like, because think about it, if Shiki does, like, let's say someone comes from Atlanta and Shiki does call someone a faggot, like, what y'all gonna do? I'm not gonna help him. Nope. You're out of your mind. If they decide to jump Shiki, I'm gonna look at him like, okay, y'all gonna try to break it up, and I'm like, no, why y'all breaking that up? y'all set things up to
Let
happen.
him go to sleep. Let him go to sleep for a little bit.
Exactly, like that would be setting him up. That's like setting yourself up for failure by not doing the right thing. Like, he's 38, he's not going to change. If you want to ban him for 2 years, he'll come back at 40. You know what I'm saying?
Brother.
If you want
I mean, I get like you. I told you when we started talking a lot recently. I'm against permanent bans because you can force the change, or like you said, they're not going to change. But it's literally, hey, if you can't follow these rules, do not come, please, because we can't save you. They don't want to be a part of it. They have a code of conduct that's everywhere, everybody knows, for North Carolina, that says, hey, if you show up to these people, we'll tell us about you, but fuck up if you want to. We're not helping. We're not gonna help. And I mean it when I say the whole stop snitching thing. Like, if you get your ass whooped, I'm gonna turn on my white voice real quick. But I don't know what happened, officer. I'm so sorry. He said something, and they got him. I don't know what happened. He disappeared for a couple hours.
But
they got him.
But hold on. But if we don't have some sort of punishment or anything like that for people, then like I said, Suma's right. They're still getting away with it. Like,
that's true.
I don't like.
It should be put to a vote for certain people. Like, hey, do we want them back? Nope. That way they can go start their own racist tournaments if they want to.
I mean,
they can start a Third Reich tournament. I don't give a shit. Like I said, I'm trying to be nice about it, but like y'all said, some of those people, you don't want them back. So, oh shit, almost fell out my chair. Sorry, Jared.
No, you good. Sammy, what the fuck?
Sammy's hilarious, bro.
But
that's my boy.
I mean, but that's just how it is. And I'm right now. I'm working on, like, you know, before the whole COVID thing happened, Sammy, you know this. I was throwing the cookout tray tournaments, so like, people could come over here, they could session, but they, you know, it was like a tournament feeling because niggas are hungry and they want that tray. That cookout tray that cookout tray is good. You know what I'm saying? So like, I do plan on probably like on Fridays, like when COVID calms down more, having more people over to throw tournaments, like those, like the cookout tray tournaments, to throw those. And if it evolves into something else, why not? I think what was it? Friday we had like 8 of us in here playing Street Fighter. We had 8 of us playing Street Fighter. It was 8 of us in here session and playing Street Fighter, and then we had other people out there playing Dragon Ball, Grand Blue, and a couple of other things. So it was going well, and I'm like, okay, I like that and like this environment, you know. So maybe I'll branch out and maybe start throwing some things on Friday when COVID calms down a little bit. But the numbers that I have right now is fine. Let me see. I would try to keep people from.
Your house stuff, man. If my wife lets me out, I'm usually like, hey, I better go to Jared's this Friday right quick. And, you know, like, I've been living on a tight budget for the last couple of years just because it's like just building up shit and all that just to do the right thing for the community. But like your event, your thing and a few other events are the only things I show up to now where it's like, oh, okay, if I got the time, I'm going to go. And like I said, your house has the same energy. Like I said, too sensitive talking, me. But you have this, like, y'all's house has the same exact energy where it's just like, hey man, we're all trying to get better, we're having fun here, and we're talking about ways to improve our area, our
yes,
events.
Sir. Yo, Adolfo, what's happening, baby? And
that's my boy right there.
And James, yes sir. And James, I feel you wholeheartedly. Like I do think like if we start tossing hands at the venue, like, you know, the shit will stop. But like that means though that's on us to make sure that we just toss them out the venue. You feel me? Like
definitely.
like not on no holding hand shit, not on no fighting shit. Like, get out. Like, we just tossed them out the venue, and it's that simple.
What we were talking about Friday? We all got to start turning into Big E.
Oh yeah, because Big E will toss.
Like, you feel that palm.
Yeah, Big E will toss your ass out the venue in a heartbeat and won't care. Like, you ain't getting your money back or nothing. Get the hell out. Like, Big E will do that, and I feel like we're gonna, like, on a local level, that's how things are gonna have to happen. Like, if you out here and you're doing just foul shit, like, you can't stay around, dog. You gotta go. Like, I'm not sorry for you.
I'm gonna give credit to the two people that I've actually reached out to about these situations, and I will say this: Yoel and Alonzo, thank y'all for listening. So I hope that y'all are working really hard on what we talked about a couple weeks ago. But they're the main two that were like, okay, Dwight, well, thank you for sending us the pictures of the chat, And Jarrett was in that chat. A few other people were in there. And I just told him, I was like, yo, bro, 10 people can't make up the same lie about somebody. It's not bullying at this point. This is literally, this dude is a problem now. And then, you know, it's quoted on there, for 6 years I fought for you, man. Like damn, like, if they ain't love or loyalty as a friend to somebody who's being a piece of shit, I don't know what is. Like, I almost lost my friendship with TK back then because I was like, man, let's just see what angle this is coming from, man, because there has to be some type of problem at home or some shit. But, you know, years later, I'm still gonna be a piece of shit every once in a while. It's like Jeepers Creepers or some shit, man. And that's what fucks with me most about some of these true color type people, is that you're doing good because you want to be at the event, but you have this crack addiction to the drama. And I don't know how to handle it. No.
And yo, what's happening, John?
Hey, what up?
and that's yeah, that's true. I feel that. It's the main thing for me is, though, if we don't want to ban everybody permanently, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we don't want to ban anybody permanently, if we don't want, like, we're going to have to, eventually it's going to come down to, we're going to have to do something to,
we the people,
like, to ensure that we are holding people accountable so these things don't end up happening. And I think a code of conduct is a good idea. And I think, like I said, I think Diego's right, because we don't want to end up having to lose a venue. We don't want to lose a venue for no reason. Like, you know, we don't want to, like, as much as we sit here and we say, like, okay, let's beat this nigga's ass, blah, 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 blah. Nobody wants to really have to do that. And then be the cause
because
of,
we don't want to lose our shit.
yeah, and we don't want to, like, and be the cause of, of why we lost our stuff. Like, no one wants to do that. No one wants to go through that, and we have to then try to find a whole new venue to figure those things out.
I want to put Antar on blast like this, but I think they do need to talk to him about getting that convention center, because you have to have a non-biased person involved in those type of plans. Because Antar said, he's like, I just want something for North Carolina so people can come to Charlotte.
Hey, look,
I agree with that shit wholeheartedly. But I think he should be the one that's in charge of that. Like, real talk. Like, hey, like, say I'm dick riding if you want, but it's literally, I'd rather, if somebody's going to plan a convention center level thing, give it to the person that actually wants that the most.
But that's later on down the line. Like, we gotta unite North Carolina before we get that. And Suma, I agree. I feel you. Just ban him. That's where I'm at. Fuck it. Just ban him.
Oh yeah,
because
like I said, we the people decided that, hey, get rid of him. Like, that's just how it is. Like I'm not gonna go against what the majority is saying, because we all have receipts now. We all have proof. That's the good thing. Like, social media is bad on that end, but it's good in that end at the same time. It's like, bro, did you say this on December 2014 that this person such and such is a piece of crap? Bro, receipts all day. So I'm not against what y'all are saying. So y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm sorry that I'm being Mr. Merciful. I'm not gonna lie about that.
You definitely are, because
need to put it to a vote. But y'all need to just put it to a vote. That's all.
Exactly.
Before the shadow realm, I already said it earlier, Shuma, where it's like this. For me, you can kind of change somebody's words, but their actions is the biggest thing. And like I said, when Shiki was talking, that was the only action I needed to go, you know what, fuck it. Too many chances. Everybody else is already done fucking with you. And I never believe people are getting bullied when people say they're getting bullied. I never believe that shit. You're doing some dumb shit, and you need to take accountability for your dumb shit. And anybody who knows me personally knows I'm like that. Like, I get both sides of the story. I might interrupt y'all, but I still want to hear it, like, because I'm interested. It's like, bro, like, we can't come up with a proper solution until both parties say their piece. But I definitely don't want that nigga to say his piece, because, like I said, when he said what he said to my fucking cousin, let's just put it like this. Oh, Dwight, we're going to come up to Charlotte this weekend, man. And Jared, no, I told him some of that shit. I was like, I'm not going to reveal all the shit. But I told Jared, I was like, hey, man, I know what the dude is. I know, like, bro, like, I'm not going against my family to protect you when you said some racist shit to him.
Adolfo, we're talking about Shiki motherfucking Dan, baby.
The 2-year curse. That's what we're talking about. Jesus, as everybody else calls him.
Yes, sir. Sundown Sandals, man. Man, dog, like, I mean, but like I said, he needed to go a while back.
Yo,
God man. Damn, yes, sir.
Oh,
man.
But
Sunday.
But there's just a lot of ability that needs to be brought out on people. Because, like I said, I can admit to a lot of shitty stuff I did back in the recent days when I got salty. I used to go home on Sunday. Like, we lost. All right, we gone, man. We going home. We going to train. Dwight, man, we just want to chill. Nah, bro, we gotta go train, nigga.
Yeah, like it's
fucking. What do you call it? Them damn petty sets at the end of the recent. Like, oh man, Atlanta beat us again. God damn it.
Yeah, like there's nothing worse than that. But it's like he should have to go, and that's my biggest thing. And I get it. Like I actually, you know what? No, I don't get it. Like at this point, he's 38 years old. He's been in the FGC from what I realized from that dude. I can't remember his name, but he's in the tech. Josh from Josh's status. He's been. Josh. Yep, he's been in the FGC since the early 2000s. You mean to tell me that you've been doing the same thing since 2002? So you've been doing the same thing since 2002. That's 18 years of you doing the same shit. That's 18 years of you being a racist. That's 18 years of you hating gay people and never learning anything else, and women, and never learning anything different. Why? Like that's 18 years, dog. Like that's done. I know I keep saying that, but like
no, but you're right, because that's what happened with me. Is somebody like with another person in the FGC that used to be in the Raleigh FGC. I was like, well, saying a lot of edgelord shit. Then somebody was like, hey, go check his Twitter right quick. Check that dude's Twitter. I was like, oh nah, bro, you a Nazi sympathizer? Hell no, get bro on site when I see you too. Like fuck that. And then another person that will remain nameless at the moment, because I already people that know already revealed it on my Facebook post. But another person was talking about the ICE detention centers and shit, and how if you get caught, you deserve to be separated from your family. I was like, all right, bro, block. They hit me up later, Dwight, man, I thought we always were cool. But no, I'm not cool with any of that shit, bro. No. You can't talk shit to people like that, man. You don't even know the people you talking shit to. Like, you think because you're anonymous that nobody won't fucking find you. And Josh, that dude Josh, that's not the one to fuck with. Cause Josh will pull up your address and show everybody. I'm nice. I'm like, oh, no, I'm just going to block you and leave it be. Josh is like, nah, bro, I'm petty. So I want everybody to know where you live, your arrest record, all that shit.
Look. When Josh said that he was going to hit that man on sight, when he said he was gonna fold him on site, that's when I was like, okay, that seems like a real one. And then Shitty Dan sent him a fucking direct message, and then he responded.
He's like, bro, you been on the same shit for da. Oh, like, damn.
Oh my god. But like,
Josh is the real one. I sent that dude a friend request that same day. I was like, you know what, man? I know this is a dick riding behavior, but here you go, bro.
Nah, look, that's he.
I need people like that on my corner.
Oh wait, hold up! I just got a message from Chet Thompson.
Hey,
I just woke up. Whoa! What the fuck did I tell you? What did I tell you? Super emotional. What did I tell you? Matter of fact, I called it. Did I not call it? Did I not call it?
You better get on next Friday.
But
because I'm about to get going soon too.
I know, but did I not call it? What did I tell you?
Call it. He's
all right.
Sleep.
All right. I just want to say that is. I called that. Hey,
TK, you owe him a show, man. You owe Jared a show, bro.
Like I most definitely called him ducking this. So I'm wording it like that. I understand nah. You ducked, homie. Yeah. You feel me?
But it's all love, man. We got to correct ourselves. We got to own up to our accountability mistakes and all that. So, like, TK, you owe Jared another show, bro. I want this podcast to keep going, man, because like these last couple of weeks have been the most enjoyable weeks. And even though, like I said, some of the shit I've been hearing has hurt me a lot, it really did. But now that I'm kind of trying to get things I just want to support. So I want people to do the right thing. If we have to unify. That's all it is. Like, and unification really means like, hey, bro, you walking incorrectly. Get back in line. Like, let's do this shit the right way. Like I hate that I was Mr. Rogers so much back then though, because it's like, damn, man, I made so many friends and I see the good in everybody, but some people are just pieces of shit. Like, god damn, like you just a piece of shit. Like, and you, like you said, 18 years you continued. Like, you was nice to some people, but you continue to be a piece of shit. Like, it don't make sense.
Exactly. So it's like at that point, there's nothing to prove. And Sammy, that is a fucking quote. You feel me? If you don't have the ability to change, you don't have the ability to grow, and that's bad for a community that needs growth above all. That's deep as
Clip
fuck.
that. Clip that.
That is
Fuck
deep.
out of here.
That is
Fuck
deep
you
as
mean?
fuck. Oh, is that This
That's
man,
that's right, nigga. That's right, nigga.
Unc joined in this shit when we're about to end this shit.
As we about to
Yeah,
wrap
we about to wrap up.
Say your piece, King.
But next Thursday I'll be talking. I'm gonna have a rookie segment, and where so I'm gonna interview HTK next week, and I'm working on the pacing, guys. I'm sorry. I get that we were all over the place. I was trying to get him to stop roboting a little bit, and that didn't work all the way.
I appreciate that.
That didn't work all the way. But I will probably start having music and other stuff in the background or something like that. I need to really work on doing this the right way or better or something like that. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it all out. I'm working through it. Can you be in it? Asante, shut your clout chasing ass up, nigga. No. Damn. Thick ass. Damn. Can I have some clout, ma'am? Like, you gonna get that shit out of here. Anyway, all right, bet.
Sometimes your man's is
I know.
really not your man's.
I know, and Suma, I feel you. I know.
Shut up, Sam.
Yes, sir. And Suma, I know.
Antar got on me, man. Antar already got on
Wait,
me.
where's you at?
Suma's in the chat. She's in the chat.
Oh, she? Sumo Rock? She with me or something. I'm gonna fuck up.
But yeah. So what's gonna happen is. Oh, Suma.
My bopper.
But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have a rookie segment starting on Thursday with Hollow 2K talking about his first time in the scene and what he thinks about it. I'm gonna have then Sunday. I might work on an interview for Sunday. I'll let everybody know by Tuesday, and that may be me and TK, and that's gonna be a deep one because me and him definitely had our personal issues, and he brought in a lot of FGC shit within our personal issues. So it may be a big like ring around the rosy type ordeal, but it'll be differently paced. I'll have timestamps and everything. The video from last week should have been posted on YouTube. I'm finna double check it. If not, if you haven't heard it, go check it out. Pass it around to your friends. It's just us being really fucking belligerent and angry and black. I like
that.
I don't apologize for it. Yeah. Go check out matter of fact, let me post this link in the chat real fast. You know what I'm saying? Check out the song by The Council. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I can find it. Post this shit in the chat. You know, look, I'm finna get everybody gets a little bit of clout. And Antar, I'm echoing through your shit.
You hating?
I'm echoing through. Here we go, right here. And I'm gonna put this link in the bios, baby. You ain't gonna meme me without some clout, pussies.
They do anything for clout.
Yes,
They do
sir.
anything for clout.
So, and also next time we're gonna try to make it more of a round table discussion. You feel me? Got to get everybody in. Show their fucking love. So, can I?
Are you gonna do a TO show with like the leads of the TO, like Yoel, Lonzo, Kenny? You want to try to do one of those one day?
I would do that. I would do a TO. I would want to do a TO show with
Yoel. I definitely want to hear
Lonzo.
about some of the stuff they have to go through every once in a while. Cause like I just like I told you, I remember when Tatus had me try to run shit. I was like, bro, I'm not trying to run no brackets. Just let me hook this shit up, and y'all have fun like little kids. Fuck all that.
Oh,
Fuck
yes,
all that.
sir. And Asante, we're most definitely hopping on COD tonight. Yes, fucking sir. I need that toxic energy in me, baby.
Some 12-year-olds calling you. Never mind. I'm a hush. I mean, Xbox 360 kids.
Yes, sir. I get look. You know you're doing your job when they drop the hard ER on you. So I'm gonna close this stream off because I know Dwight has to go. You know what I'm saying? I can't have him neglect his kids for too long. I'm taking too much
right now.
Got some 12-year-olds acting like 38-year-olds. Yes, sir. If anybody,
I ain't got no kids. Shit. I can't do it.
that is true. So I will try to work on doing a TL show most definitely. What? I gotta see how my time frame is. I'm trying to get everything together right now.
Just the 12-year-olds acting like 38 years olds, nigga. That's fucking Jesus feats.
That is
Fuck
true.
me.
That is true.
Fuck you mean?
You just missed. You just missed us talking about
Fuck you
Jesus.
mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, like I said, thank you everybody for coming through. I welcome any feedback, even if it's like, "Hey Joe, Jared, you could do this a little better. Jared, you could pace this a little better." Anything to make this go a little smoother and to help me like guide me in the right way to do it a little smoother, I welcome that. And you don't have to soften it up for me. I don't get my feelings hurt. You can be like, Jared, listen, this shit was damn trash and I didn't understand. Like, all right, bro, I feel you. Like, thank you. Just let me know like what you think I could do to make it a little better. Turn it more to like a round table discussion for everyone to be able to get involved. And I feel like I did a decent job of looking through the chat and making sure everything was going all right.
Sam and Zach are the VIPs.
And Sammy, okay, and streamlining ain't bad. We're gonna go off topic no matter what. You feel me? But like being able to like, if I'm able to follow something, you know what I'm saying? It'll be a little, you know what I'm saying? It'll make it a little cleaner. Like we would go off topic, we can always go back on. Like we can go back to where we were. And I could in that way when I post it on YouTube and stuff, I could post it with timestamps of like parts and sections. Because if someone's like, I don't really give a fuck about hearing all this, but I want to go to this specific section of this.
Everybody wants to go to the roast section.
Oh, well, Zach, I feel you. Okay. I like that. If it's 100% on topic, it's boring as fuck. Ooh, yes, sir. Thank you for the subscribe, baby. John, you're a fucking hero and a legend in these streets. More like a checklist, yeah. Definitely a checklist. I definitely need to make a checklist because I had a lot of questions for Dwight, and a lot of times I was just kind of like, man, I checked out.
I understand. My bad.
No. It wasn't your fault. We just got like, we were just talking like niggas and got sidetracked. That's what happens though. Like we got sidetracked, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't even remember some of these. So,
fucking niggas.
That's how it be. But thank you all for coming through and stopping by and chatting with us. If there's any additional concerns, like, please message me with them. I'll be happy to go over them on stream. Like I said, it's all about conversations. It's never an argument with me. It's always the conversation. If I said anything that rubbed y'all the wrong way, yet again, you can always message me. I'm more than willing to talk to anybody. I'll even talk to Shitty Dan if you wanted to.
Nah, you can't do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
If you do, I'm fucking you up for fucking talking. And if I hear about it, I'm doing it to your house because I already knew it.
Damn, that's wild.
Bottom line.
That's wild.
You are not going to fucking talk to that nigga. After what we done talked about and discussed on Friday, hell to the fuck to the no.
You know what? I agree.
Nah, he gets no, like, no, on some real shit, he gets no fucking, like, that dude gets no fucking love, even though I never talked to him like that. But just by, like, me witnessing myself, looking at all that shit, and then y'all telling me and reiterating what I saw, that nigga gets no love.
Also, we're gonna make a Twitter thing. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make it going good. So this is what's gonna happen. Hashtag TK Duckin is gonna be the new Twitter lingo.
Yo.
Yes, sir. Hashtag.
Eddie Kingdom.
Just like that.
Hey. Hey, look, you don't show up on time, I send you the messages. Hashtag TK ducking.
He almost got me like that.
Hey, but he is he in here?
Hey, your boy showed up. I showed up.
You're not even supposed to be in here. Go ahead and disconnect yourself. Bye. All right. But
But you know what? I mean, you know what, Jared? You know what, Jared? You're right though, because like even on like that first time that we did it, like if niggas got offended with what I said, at the end of the day, I don't do black on black crime. That's one. Two, my thing is you need to be a man before a bum. Period. I'm just gonna put it like that. And if you can't do that, if you cannot do that, if you cannot, and I can see that you have the potential to grow out of it, then at the end of the day, we can't have a conversation until you grow up and be a fucking man. Because at the end of the day, I do grown man shit. And if you can't do grown man shit, then I can't fucking conversate with a little boy. Period. And that's how I'm just going to leave it.
And
I heard niggas got feelings. If you got feelings, you got my number. If you basically don't know my number, you can tell me to go ahead and come somewhere. And we'll go ahead and basically talk about it or do whatever we have to do because I really don't give a fuck at this point.
He said it in his new whip.
Because I've done so much for this fucking community that I really don't give a fuck at this point. Really. On some real shit.
And we gonna end it on that because he will pull up in his new 2020. Well, I think he has a new 2020. I'm not really sure anymore. But
I'm outside of this nigga. I'm outside of him.
But we gonna end it with that, y'all. I'm gonna stay in the chat for a little. I'm gonna stay in the chat. You know, what I'm saying the Discord chat for a little bit. So if anybody want to hop in my Discord and just talk some cold hard shit with your boy, go ahead and do so. Other than that, deuces, guys, and yeah, fuck it.
So you guys want to get some